Welcome everybody to session 2 of Dungeon World 2. So, when last we left off, there was a very large explosion happening.
Yes.
Before we jump into
Of course.
play, there have been a few changes to the game, I think, as we mentioned. There's also a new link to the game as we're still going through the last few comments and discussions, meeting the other designer before the alpha goes live, and so I, just for stability, made a copy and updated the link in Roll20 to a copy of the rules without a bunch of comments and things going on between them.
Where would that be? Oh, I see.
In the handout
yeah.
that says link to rules, should link to those rules.
I was wondering why there were 50 million comments.
Yes,
on
I
everything.
wasn't expecting so many. But we,
Alright, that's fine. I don't need to be nosy.
it's not a big deal, but yeah, there's just some...
No, it really isn't.
I'm using the new one. It's fine.
Yeah, but these still need to be slightly tweaked, as we're like, I think, one thing is we had cantrips for the wizard, and now I have deleted that from this, and there's other things that literally in the last few days we've made some changes to certain things and other things we're discussing. Another thing, the wizard was the biggest focus this week because we did our blog post about it. Later this week, we also have some tweaks to the thief, but I don't think anything that matters for this session. The advanced moves might change a bit. The wizard's advanced moves might change a bit. If you guys level up this session, then we'll discuss that. But how much XP do you guys have?
That's an amazing question.
I don't think I got any, or I might have like one.
Two.
Oh, I have two. I have 2 out of 5.
I was going to say, there's a men of session
I have-
question, so you should have at least one.
I have 1 XP.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I should read that blog post about the wizard.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
I did because I was being nosy and trying to see what people were thinking about the game so far on the internet.
It's
So-
overall very mixed,
And
which is understandable.
there
We're
you
trying
are.
to do, like, here's
But, like,
these
the
new
mixed
things.
options. All of the people that wrote a cognate, like I'm blanking on the word. Anyone I saw on the internet that wrote like an actual thing that made any amount of sense was like such non-issues to me. It's like this. Is that really the bit? Like, is that the one that's the hang up? Like, it's so minor specific thing that's like, yeah, you're entitled to that opinion, but like, they all felt nitpicky. All of the ones that were like a real answer for what's your issue with it. Like, what do you think?
I mean, I
they're
can't
all
really
so
comment on
minor.
it as easily as you guys can, because I'm making the game.
Yeah.
That said,
Yeah, but like, I'm also can't tell what other people find a big deal in a creative work like this or not, so that's not really
it's all...
like a judgment call. But
Yeah.
from my perspective, it all felt like super minor things, where other stuff I figured would be a bigger deal than that.
I think that's it. I suspect that when you can only read the game and not play it, it is easier to... It makes it, those small things feel bigger, is what I think. But we'll see how it is in play. When people actually start playing the game, we'll see what people think. And
Yeah, of course.
some of those things, I'm sure, will stay big, and some of them might not. The fun thing is that most of, like, I'm happy the reception of the wizard's been good. Most of the discussion now is like, but the wizard can rewrite reality, and the fighter and rogue can just kind of hit things. And to a degree, like, I guess you're right. We really did hit the D&D feeling then, I suppose. Of
Yeah, that is the D&D thing. The fighter works
narratively
on a linear...
speaking,
they work on
that
a
is how the
linear
classes
advancement
are.
chart. Yeah, the wizard is a parabolic arc into destroying the universe. Like,
Yeah. That is what the narrative of these D&D classes are.
A level 20 wizard levels the planet. A level 20 fighter cuts good. Cut good. Cut real good.
I think also, as over time, as we add more classes, it'll help like balance things out with like there being effectively more types of wizards. It's not going to work that way mechanically, but like wizard, sorcerer, warlock, like not all magic has to be through the wizard, not all fighting has to be through the fighter, when there's also the barbarian and the ranger. The variety will help I guess.
I do very much.
Rangers
Look
should be able to
forward to
kill
that.
literally anything by the end of
Just give it the one shot, one kill move, and then
Yeah, one shot, one kill.
The
but-
Ranger's
and-
capstone should be a gun.
yeah,
You
change to the
can't
gunslinger
murder.
class. You don't. Nothing actually
Change to the
changes. You just
gunslinger.
rename the class gunslinger, and you have a gun now.
Yeah.
Cross out Ranger, write in Gunslinger.
Excellent.
That's the capstone advanced move. Now you can kill anything. You just have
It was.
to
I
decide.
actually had to cut making a gunslinger for chasing adventure. I was going to make an advanced class for gunslinger, and then I was like, this is just a fighter with a gun. It's all about like intimidating people and like pointing your gun at them and being like, do what I want. Like, that's
Yeah,
the
I did
fighter
that. I
with a
did it.
gun.
I did it.
So
it was
I-
really fun.
So I didn't make a dedicated class in chasing adventure for gunslinger for that reason.
I don't think I was a fighter though. I don't remember
You-
what actual
No,
playbook
I was
just
a fighter.
didn't use any of
Yeah.
the options from the playbook.
Right, your thing was I'm going to do a jack of all trades. I am never, ever, ever going to take an advanced move from my playbook for a level up.
Oh, so it
I
doesn't
actually
even matter
played
what
the
you
fighter
were.
disease.
Yeah, Mercer was the fighter. I think you were maybe Bard? Maybe?
I don't know. I had
Might
a
have been.
gun. I had a gun.
Yeah.
I was Paladin. That's what I remember.
Mhm. Anyways, Dungeon World 2. Let's not talk about other games.
Yes.
Before we
We
get
killed a man.
you killed several people. And then so
The grain house blew up.
and then the granary blew up after someone that was definitely not you.
It wasn't.
Definitely wasn't you. Set a corner of it on fire. So I think we fade back into the game. We see the explosion again. There's a big blast of hot air as you were all knocked back on your feet, alongside the angry mobsters defending their homes.
Yeah.
But you're like the granary isn't that far from you. You are
No.
not covered in a blast of fire. When you open your eyes and look, you can see that the fire, the burst of flame and from the explosion, instead of going in the traditional shape of like out and destroying all the houses are undestroyed, and the explosion seems to have instead been entirely vertical, creating this large column of fire, many more stories high than the original granary itself.
I
That
don't know.
then fades
That
into
doesn't
smoke.
seem
That is not normal.
natural.
It's not.
That's not normal.
It's-
Okay.
No.
We should
Um,
channel that and point it towards the wall.
And then, as it's a brief explosion, so it's not really a constant fire, but like the fading flash
Yeah.
of the explosion seems like it went upward instead of out. You hear a voice in the distance, a woman, crying out, saying, "Everyone, get to your cellars! Lock the doors! I'll handle this!" You see a woman approach from the distance who is clearly not a villager. She is wearing a shimmering, like, bright orange cloak covering her. And you can hear the distant clinking of many like rings, necklaces, and jewelry that she has laden her neck and arms and fingers with rings and bangles and earrings and necklaces of various kinds. She looks at the group, the three of you, with careful.
There's 6 of us because we have 3.
You have 3 kobolds. You're right. They're cowering
Well-
behind you.
They're not visible, I do believe. I think they are laying flat in the
Within the wheat
at the
fields
moment.
that are also surprisingly have not caught a flame.
the blue wheat fields.
Right.
Ooh.
The blue wheat fields. She looks at the 3 of you and doesn't see the other 3 of you then with like careful hostility. I think she says she's still a fair distance away. When she calls us out.
Point of order, I do have a condition.
Hmm.
And it's that I'm covered in villager blood.
Mhm.
Yeah, she notices that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Conspicuous.
The surviving villagers run away, but one of them, I think, they stop and look at her for a second. You can see this is one of the ones who was fighting you, and they kind of like look between the two of you. You can see they look at her with something that isn't thankfulness.
It's like a Witcher for like the Rat King.
That's up to you to find out, given that one of you's from a small town and the rest of you are like days older or lived in the underground. You know, once I gave it some thought, I'm like, you know surprisingly little about the setting.
Yeah, I mean, I
Basically
was in a hole.
nothing.
You were in a hole, yeah,
5 years old and was a regular rat for most of
exactly.
it.
So yeah, this woman
It's
approaches
only
you.
relatively recently that I gained the form of
Sentience.
a husky gentleman and acquired a sword, a hat, and a cape.
Exactly. Luckily, this woman, as she takes a few steps forward, she's still pretty far away, but she like casually reaches towards the burning granary, and a tongue of fire. I can see your face. A tongue of fire flicks over from it, creating a ball in her hands that then grows as she feeds it into like basically the size of like a person's torso, like a few feet in diameter. And she's gonna call out and says, "You stand before Kerwin, firekeeper, former apprentice to Fuego. Surrender now, bandits."
Point of order. We didn't do that.
Not
A
bandits.
likely story.
Not bandits.
She says a likely story, and she like looks at the villagers that you killed who did not get up and run away, the corpses.
They also started it.
They also started it. They did come at us with weapons drawn,
We were just
and they
coming.
pushed me.
Tara, do you say something?
We were just coming through your town to for some simple hospitality. We really didn't do any of this.
If that's
Not our
true,
fault.
then if you really didn't mean any of this, 3 villagers are dead by your feet.
Well, they started it again.
They started it. Yeah, they pushed me, and that is high treason.
Do you? I think you're gonna have to push her a bit harder. She pushes back a bit and says, "Are you surrendering to?" I think she says, "If you truly are innocent, then questions. Then surrender yourself into my care. You don't
I'm
stand a
going to
chance,
get-
anyways."
I'm going to get mad and demand satisfaction for the insult of accusing me, the king of the rats, of any ill doing.
Yeah, you're a king, so you can't be a criminal.
As I present my sigil ring
Your signet ring.
as proof. Yeah, my signet ring as.
Do you? She's still like
proof of
several
office.
paces away from you.
Yeah. What's the move with compelling? Where's the move list? Core moves.
So the move, at least it was called sway and then sway someone, but it is what's it currently called? We're still tweaking some of the move names.
Exert
Move triggers.
influence?
Exert influence. Yes. So, are you like tossing her the ring, or are you walking up to her and showing her the ring, or what does it look like?
Oh, I'm just holding it from like.
Holding it from like 10
paddle
meters
distance.
back. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. She
But
can see that.
one will always recognize the mark of the Rat King at any distance.
Perfect.
Where's this move?
Mm.
I'm trying to read it so I can be clear on what.
So it is
Tom-
on page 34.
Yes.
So I'll read it out loud. When you convince or manipulate an NPC into doing what you want, choose one approach. If you persuade them openly and honestly, roll plus compelling. If you deceive them with false words or sleight of hand, roll plus sly. If you threaten their safety or interest, roll plus forceful. Which one are you doing?
I'm openly and honestly the king of the rats, as proven by my sigil ring.
I'm openly and honestly better than you.
Okay.
I guess compelling? Yeah?
So I think in this case, yeah. Let's roll plus compelling. What do you exactly you want her to do?
I'm trying to compel her to understand. The compel is accept that we are not bandits and that we were unjustly accosted.
That second
by
one's
these
a bit
lovely-
harder, but
We're not-
bandits.
it was unjustly accosted. They asked, "Did you steal our grain?" I said no.
If you're giving her that part of the story, I think yes, you
Well,
can.
we framed as they accused us of theft. We rectified that
That's
opinion.
fair.
They continued to pursue us.
Okay.
They laid hands upon my personage.
I can.
And then
they
you had to
suffered
defend
their
yourself.
That's a
consequence.
fair
I
enough
had to
case.
defend myself.
That's a fair enough case now for her to be feasible to convince her that maybe there's more going on. This won't be she won't be your best friend, but you know.
Do I get
Currently, it's
advantage
not
for
on the
having a
table.
ring?
That no, she does not recognize the signet of your house.
Oh, okay. You don't need our help.
Oh right, start of the session, gain 1 kinship. There we go.
I mean, we're at 7 now. So.
Better start spending it. So you roll on a 10 or higher. They might ask for a promise or payment, or only partly follow through. On a 10 or higher, you can choose one of the things they might do based on your approach and discard it. If I add a complication, it cannot be that one. So basically, there's 2 options: ask for promise or payment, or only partly follow through. You get to choose one of those that she's just not going to do.
Oh, the partly follow through.
All right. So
Does she just follow us now?
we'll see. I think she says
It's just that she used to recognize my authority as the Rat King, and
What she
not
says
over the village
is-
but
you truly. It says you truly just arrived here for the first time.
Moments ago.
Yeah, we did. I did see a second rat-looking person come out of your granary before it blew up. I don't know if that is related. You could check for tracks if you're a tracker.
I'm not. But escalating the way you did, and she's actually interrupted as she looks over. There's a. I think there's the sound of a bell in the distance. And someone starts approaching on horseback. You can see it looks like a single rider on horseback starts approaching. And she says, she looks back, she looks a bit afraid or nervous, maybe, but she looks disturbed by this, and she says, "If you are who you say you are, then you best come with me." She actually waves the ball of fire that she has, but she doesn't shoot it towards you. She waves it back behind her, the way that this distant rider is, and creates a wall of fire basically across the road, blocking it. The horse rears up suddenly. This is actually pretty far away, like 50 or 100 feet away behind her. She apparently has quite some range. The horse rears back, the rider in the distance falls off, and she says, she, I think, is gonna gesture for you to head in the direction opposite, like basically there's the burning granary, let's go the other way, and duck into the like, I don't think she's wanting you to exit the town, but she's basically gesturing for you to follow her.
Yeah, I whistle for the boys.
Yeah, you see three kobold heads peek their way around like a single wheat stalk somehow.
Yeah, they're all on top of each other.
Yep.
And they're blue and the wheat's blue. It's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
We shall teach them the ways of stealth.
They don't need to know. They already know.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah, she says, if this is truly more complicated than it seems, come with me. Stay away from that man. And she starts like not really waiting for you, and going in that direction.
Yeah, I follow her.
Absolutely follow her as nice and closely as I can.
Okay, she doesn't really want to get too close to you, but yeah, she
I'm
looks
also quite close.
excellent.
So am I, because
So
I'm
can
just
I pick her
bombarding her.
pocket yet?
Sorry?
Can I pick her pocket?
She will be watching all of you, but
We've got a
bombarding her
nice
with questions.
distraction. We've got
And-
help
yes,
from the Rat King.
and you're currently the first thing she's taking you through is one of the blue wheat fields, which is very obscuring. I think you have an opportunity to, yes.
Absolutely.
I'm spending
like to
kinship to help.
Yeah, I would like to help. By being covered
I'm
in blood and
unintentionally
too close
helping?
to her.
Mm-hmm. And how are you unintentionally helping?
Oh, I'm bombarding her with magic questions.
Excellent. So I'm spending 2 kinship for each of you to help. So yeah, when you're being assisted, you get 2 things. Because advantage doesn't stack. So
Yeah.
but there's more things you can get from assistance than just advantage. You can either roll with advantage or the move accomplishes more than normal, and if a second PC assists, you get both. So you get both.
Perfect. Advantage and accomplishes more than normal.
Yes, I think.
Are you gonna steal like
I think-
piece of her?
So you can pick her pockets, and you can swipe some of her jewelry, like the bangles on her very hands.
She has so much metal just dripping off of
Yeah.
her. Just like
Not
weird.
all of it, but you can grab like one
Like, take her
important
watch.
looking thing. Yeah,
She has more than one watch, clearly.
definitely.
Yeah.
More than this is valuable. I'm more looking
it
for
is
this
more than-
is interesting / magical.
Yep.
But if I can those
Yeah,
bangles
I know.
count, let's do
I
it.
know. Okay.
All right. How many dice? 3. Advantage. 8.
Hey,
Okay.
Does she
The-
follow the additive that money is magic and she transfers gold straight
No.
into fire spells?
So with an 8, when you're playing a trick, you choose one below.
I think right now it makes most sense. Pursuer finds a lead later. Mark 1 heat.
That's your first heat, right?
It is.
Excellent. So keep track of that. Let me know whenever it hits 5.
Will do.
So yeah, you swipe 2, basically in this case 2 things from her. So actually no, I think it would just be one valuable thing. The thing you get from her is an important long like bangle that was on her wrist that you slide off of her while she's like distracted by everything. It is completely covered with minuscule sigils that have been etched onto it. It's almost glittering because of how they've been like carved into it and refract off of the sunlight. And as you're close enough to see her,
So I'm sure one of those
almost
is
everything she's wearing is covered in sigils. Most especially, they've been sewn into her cloak.
oh,
Her bright orange shimmering cloak.
she does not survive the night. I think.
that's so mean. She's trying
mean-
to help us.
We were looking for the magical wizard Fuego to get to the wall. She might be helpful, so we'll get her to the
No,
wall
I
to
think
help
the
us
name of the
through the
wizard-
wall.
She
Yeah,
is the
I
apprentice.
do
She said
think-
she's the former apprentice of him.
Yeah, that feels like a red herring where it feels like it should be a lead, but like I'm almost positive she is not a lead on that front.
I think she's just lying about it. That might just be it. She goes, "Oh yeah, I trained with Fuego."
I mean,
But I
That's
do
how-
like the idea of,
Yeah.
of the precedent that Joe has set that all wizards are just decked out in magic carved
that is
nonsense.
what we've established in the world.
That's true.
Is
Yeah,
like
but
that's
I
how
do
wizards
like-
work, and the
I-
weird thing with
I
the new
like-
magic is they don't follow that way.
Yeah,
I wonder if we could
maximalist
completely-
wizard aesthetic is good.
I wonder if we could completely disrupt her spell casting by just like chucking ink on her cloak.
No,
if
you have
it's
to like
etched into
disrupt
the
the sigil.
bronze.
It is,
Yeah,
it is
um,
generally etched into the bronze, sewn into the cloak. As a wizard, Joe
Okay.
would know that like you can totally just like draw some quick sigils to make a quick spell. You have to be practiced enough for
That
them to
can
be
be inked
precise, and those can totally
So
be
in
inked
this-
out, and it's rare for it to happen.
So in this case, we'd have to slice up the cloak.
Slice the
Alright.
cloak.
Yes.
Joe would also know interrupting groups of sigils like that can do nothing.
It'll be bad.
Can do weird things. Can have catastrophic effects. Depends on like how the remaining
sigil.
pieces of them interact.
Yeah, if you have a bangle that does like exploding chicken ray,
Remove the
and then
chicken.
you etch out chicken, it's exploding ray, and it just explodes.
Exactly.
Only if exploding Ray, it explodes people named Ray.
That's the thing.
Or it explodes every ray in front of it, which is everything because everything's a ray.
yeah. So many
I do think
interpretations.
capital R is important on that one. Like
So we get the arm bangle with some sigils.
Yeah,
there.
you can't identify
I
in
assume
the
we've got
moment.
no idea of what it's doing.
No, and
Was
also
there
with
anything-
this might work in a set. You don't know if it works by itself. Like, if it does, it would be extremely niche. Like, it would work by itself, but it would be useful in a set. Is maybe the way I would put it.
I wonder if no, I'll keep it for now. We'll hand it off to our
Like-
wizard when we have
Like
you
that
know.
could be the sewing bangle, and then there's another bangle that is the unsewing bangle.
Like, here's the thing, just to make it clear. When she took a tongue of flame and rolled it into a ball and grew the ball, that's like, could be 6 different magic items working together. One to, like, sense fire, one to like, attract it to her, one to, like, stabilize it in front of her, one to not get damaged by heat, and then one to, like, grow and feed it out of nothing. There could even be some air-related ones rather than fire-related ones to feed the fire.
All
Yeah,
right.
Your air, your
The-
water, your earth, and your fire.
Yeah, if the more fine control you want, the more complicated the magic involved.
yeah,
It's like-
legends
it's like
do
control.
tell of a
Yeah.
Legends do tell of a 4-foot-high stock pot that the wizard need only insert mana into, and steaming chicken noodle soup will be summoned from within. But you do need to. The whole thing's covered.
Yeah, that's the ideal thing. It's that's something, all right.
Very
Um,
complicated.
It's complicated to do. It looks simple on the surface.
All right. Well, we're following her. We've picked up just a few useful things on the way
Mhm.
as
Yeah.
we're
What was in
following
our real
her into a
pocket?
basement.
We got a bangle. What was the normal pocket theft?
Yes, I'm also wondering.
So I think what you find, you find an unwritten letter from her addressed to Fuego. Glancing at it, as I said, it is unfinished and it's literally like top to bottom. So it spells out a first few sentences, there's like crossed out lines. She's clearly glancing at it, paraphrasing it. She's clearly seems to be very frustrated with him. Specifically because he wants to leave the land, which I have, for now, I've named the general land you guys are in the Three Sisters after the 3 continents.
Okay.
And she hates that he wants to leave. She spent ages trying to convince him. This looks like it actually is a letter, that she kept on her, but she, based on how it's being written, it's like a letter she was supposed to leave behind when she left. Either she left a different letter behind, or she didn't leave one behind when she left. This was partly finished, and she never left a goodbye letter that you can surmise.
We have no way of
You have no way of knowing, but like it wasn't this
Did you
one.
call it? Did you call it Three Sisters because of the agricultural thing, or is that totally
related to? That might be unrelated.
Yeah.
Is it?
There's an agricultural. The Three Sisters is Let me look it up again.
It's corn, beans,
Yeah.
and
Oh!
I'm blanking
Corn,
on
I'm
the
beans,
third
squash.
one.
Cool. I've
Yeah.
never heard
You
of
grow
that,
them all
and now
on the
I'm
same
doubling
plot.
down.
And then like nitrogen fix the soil in like a circular way,
They-
so they can all live on the same like plot, like stacked on top of each other.
Excellent. No, I didn't know that. I'm doubling down on it.
Nice.
No, I know there's a. I think there's a Three Brothers mountain range or something in Canada somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
There's the Grand Tetons. That's a different naming
Yeah.
convention.
Either way, that's what the land is like colloquially called. Tara, do you know the name of the continent you're on? The rest of you might not.
I think I definitely do.
All right. My name for it right now is Alua.
Okay.
The other two we will discover later.
I didn't realize there was continents as a
Did-
character. I just thought
yeah.
this is what land is.
Yeah, this is
What do you mean there's
ground.
different land, ground, ocean. Like I got that, but like I didn't realize there was
Have you seen the
further
ocean?
away land. No,
All right.
no.
Excellent.
Pretty much it
I
was
don't think
the
I have
journey
either.
from like the continent. Like I have not left this continent. I started somewhere near the middle, and then I walked to the edge.
To the ice wall.
And now that's where we are. That's where we found me.
Perfect. All right. So she leads you through the cornfields, not actually into the city, into the village itself, but into the nearby woods, but like close enough that it's basically just an outskirts, not a hut, but a hideaway. There is within some bushes, underneath the is a basic trapdoor, simple, camouflaged. She opens it up and gestures for the group of you to go down first.
Does it look like there's a lock?
Yes, there's definitely a lock.
I
She-
put my
she-
hand
she
out asking
unlocked
for the
it.
key.
She unlocked it first.
I put my hand out asking for the key before we go down.
I think she says, if you want the key, you can take it from me after.
I just go down.
Yeah, I follow the rock man.
She's gonna lock us down here.
Fine, we'll work with it for now.
Yeah. And yeah, Joe, she during this she got pickpocketed, but while she was pretty quiet and basically being like questions later, not now for your questions. But she's also eyeing you and obviously notices what you're covered in as a golem covered in sigils as well. Down inside, it looks like a pretty simple hideout. Like dug into the dirt, stable with like a single like bed. It's bigger than you'd expect. Not comfortable for the 6 and now 7 of you.
I'm fine. I'm a rat.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm a golem.
It's
You're from the underground. You're also
Yeah.
fine.
if you were all to sleep here, there would barely be enough space if you all slept on the floor.
Okay.
So it's pretty cramped, but
Well, that does seem to be the plan. So
yeah. But she comes down last, and she says, "Now we have a chance to talk. You said, in safety, the knight up there would not have been a good person to meet for any of us.
Oh, why are
You
you
seem
running
to
from
know-
the law?
So in character, some of you guys might have heard of this, but the followers of Otis are called the god of agriculture, are called the Knights of the Bountiful Harvest. They
Lame. Real lame. That's like a big
Lame.
reason to leave.
Immediately.
These squares have moved in.
Yep. The Knights of Malifaux Harvest, or the Order of the Malifaux Harvest, yeah, they're basically embodying what you don't like about this place. They are gaining a lot of influence. They're not
just feeding the masses.
Yeah, they're feeding the masses. They're providing food. One thing, I don't know how much you know about them. I think I'm going to ask Tara. The Order's only been around for a year or two. That's still way longer than the other two. Presumably, Joe also is a very recent arrival of the surface. But a year or two is long enough that maybe Tara has encountered one before.
Yeah, I have definitely encountered one or two. Mostly my family has shielded me from them, but again, the last time was if you do anything else, we're just handing you over.
Perfect.
So
the Knights are
a
somewhat
great
rare.
relationship.
The reason that they're gaining so much influence and rapidly expanding is because the god of agriculture, whenever anyone becomes a full knight, the god of agriculture gives them a blessing. This is basically a magical power. This is the big thing that seems to defy wizards' understanding of magic, basically. It is just something without sigils in any way that anyone's ever noticed. This is something that doesn't seem to have that doesn't behave like programs, but actually is based on intent rather than the actual wording of something. And they can be extremely powerful. They're not inherently unique, but they're semi-frequently unique. So each of the full knights have something going on with them that make them special in some way. It can vary between maybe hypothetically someone could do exactly what this lady's doing with all her magic items, manipulate fire, but just, you've been blessed. You can now manipulate fire. Full stop, whatever you can think of to manipulate.
You don't got to worry about burning yourself or any of this other stuff. You got it.
Yeah. But also you could have you could stop aging. You can see through lies. You could each person gets a blessing. You don't know much else.
Corn. That's a real lame one, but
yeah, you could sense evil. Those are all hypothetical. But their knights are very. People want to join them to get those blessings, even though you don't know much about them by default. But there's a reason not that many people become full knights.
I think they also probably want to keep a lot of what they can do under wraps, because you kind of want people to think you could do anything.
It's really there's a lot of rumors about them. They at least you're viewing them through a thief's eyes. So I think you can tell a bit. They really want to appear open and honest and good and kind and helpful, and they're very much for the people. You will see, and you might be suspicious about how honest that is. It probably varies per person within them, but yeah. But they're basically extrajudicial. I guess they were. Over time, they've become so powerful so rapidly that it's hard to ignore them. We haven't talked about anything in terms of countries, kings, other political entities. Hasn't existed. Maybe everything's just a bunch of small villages.
Yeah, so far we have villages and a knightly order.
Also a dragon with an inn and
dragons.
Formerly kobolds. That's true. There's a fire dragon that's been mentioned. So there might not be kings. We don't know. What do we think?
There's a bunch of.
I'm just trying to figure. Yeah, there's clearly. I think I like the idea of unincorporated small towns being a thing. We can talk about larger government systems later, but I think the idea of unincorporated towns, especially closer you get to the ice wall, the more frequent free
You're
towns
on the
are.
outskirts.
Yeah.
You know there's at least one king. The Rat King.
Yeah,
Yeah, the one and true king.
Yes. Also
Yeah.
the other Rat King.
King of the Rats.
No, the other
Um,
Rat King is something else.
The false Rat King.
Not the King
The
of the
Mouse
Rats.
King. Okay.
He's a
A
rat
mouse
duke, if
lord.
anything.
it'll be a mouse lord by the time I'm done with them.
Excellent.
But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
so we'll
kind of
figure
a
out
points of light kind
government
of
later.
thing, where like lots of wilderness, at least in the area you're in right now, between.
Yeah, close to the wall. Like
Yeah.
maybe close to the coast. There's like a coastal duchy or something. We can.
Sounds good.
You seem to know about this knight. Did he follow you here?
Is he your boyfriend?
She almost gags when you say that. She says, like, that man is the age of my father or older. He has been hunting me down because I am trying to clear the name of the old magic across the land.
Oh, so you're not friends? I mean, like, he's my rat friend, she's my lady friend, and then these are my kobold friends. So you're not friends?
Not with him.
Okay, got it.
So, it seems reasonable to assume you might want to be our friend. What's your name? Let's start with that.
I think she did introduce
Oh,
herself.
right. You
I
did.
asked
I
the
just
other.
forgot.
I asked our companions.
Yep. Kerwin is her name.
You could be my other lady friend.
She glances at you for a bit. And she says,
I just look at her and shake
says
her
it
in my head
deadpan.
like it doesn't mean anything.
yeah. And she says, tell me about yourselves if you're not plaguing the village. Oh, we have a name for the village? You probably didn't know it until she says it just now. White Pass.
White Pass.
Yeah.
White Pass, home of blue wheat.
Yep.
Well, I am the Rat King, as we can see by my crown and my tabard, which is currently soaked in villager blood, and my
I
signet
noticed
ring.
that. Yes, it's
Again, they did start. They did start.
They pushed me. I felled them like their beautiful blue wheat.
It might be a good idea to wash up that tabard, though. Do you have any water or anything down here?
I mean, I could
um,
make water.
The
Oh, you can
condition,
make water?
We have to wait until I do the thing to clear it and then
Right.
rest.
No, well, so you fictionally do the
fictionally you
thing?
address it, but then like
Yeah.
maybe you still smell a bit of the rusty iron. Like you still are. Then you rest after you.
Yes.
You do one then the
Yeah.
other.
Let's clean that
What do you
up.
want?
I think
Do you
it'll be a
have a
lot more
washing
pleasant
machine?
down here.
Yeah, do you
No,
have
I
I don't know, a stream down
I
here?
only
Hold on.
What
recently
do you wash
arrived.
in?
I haven't been able to create any amenities.
Can I grab like a rock? Is there like a rock I could grab?
Probably.
You gotta
Grab
pull
a
it out of
rock.
the wall.
Yeah, pull it out of the
A
wall.
hole in the ground.
I hold it.
You can see a rock and you can pull it.
I like get above the Rat King,
Mm,
and then I'm gonna cast the spell.
perfect. What's the spell?
The spell is Joe's Fabuloso.
I forgot you have your spell name generator.
I'm making this one up off the top.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like Joe's Fabuloso.
I love it too.
Joe's Fabuloso washing mix.
Okay, and you're
I am temporarily changing matter, so I'm changing this rock into water that is cleaner and has a bunch of cleaning stuff in
yeah,
it.
soapy water basically.
Basically soapy water, and it's just dunking on the Rat King.
Excellent.
I love that it's temporarily because you realize when this dries,
He's
it
gonna be
turns back
covered in dirt.
raw.
No wonder this. It's gonna wash off the blood,
yeah.
and most of the water will drip
Yeah.
off. But they're gonna be
So-
caked in a very thin layer of like grimy mud. After.
Yeah.
No wonder it's not going away until you rest. It's better, but it's not done.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
can I just
No, I
press
just
to
start
him?
Prestidigitation.
Terrific.
slowly moving small objects, minor obvious illusions, generating mild heat and sources of light,
Yeah,
etc.
cleaning.
They just clean 'em.
Cleaning is sometimes covered in prestidigitation. It's always kind of hand waved because in most situations it doesn't matter. I would say yes if you like spend time doing it. Like
Yeah.
it's
So
more.
I
It's
grabbed
less.
this is
It's not faster than a washing machine, so it's like give me an hour and I'll have it done kind of thing. Maybe half an hour.
yeah. I'm still doing like in character. I'm still grabbing the rock and doing this, but I'm just doing this a lot.
Yeah,
I just
you're
grab
You're
the rock
basically
and I
hand
keep
washing
doing
it without access to a washing machine or
Yeah.
supplies.
I don't take the tabard off as an important point of
Yeah.
fact. It's just
Yeah.
Hold still. Yep. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we spend 10 minutes scrubbing, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's
like
longer than
to
10 minutes. But
distract her
while
with,
it's happening, yes.
like, and so
The
where are
kobolds
you
are also
from? How?
involved in this. It is like
Yeah.
5 of
Of
us
course.
in the corner on this activity.
Excellent. Yeah.
So where are you from? What have you been doing? How's the world out there? Any new, pretty fashion magazines?
Are you
I want
doing
anything.
girl
but
talk
to-
with her? Is that
I want
pretty?
to do anything but to answer the question of where are you from and what are
Oh.
you doing? That is not happening.
Well, to be
that
fair,
question.
other than specifically Indigo's character, the Rat King, Drundum, no one has answered her question.
I'm busy right now, so that's
yeah.
now she's on to you.
Yeah.
I am distracting, and I am indeed learning about
Okay.
the outside world and girl talk.
I think that if you want to spend a defiance, either compelling or sly, you can just make her forget that she wanted to know about that from you.
Okay.
Yeah, she's no
Yeah,
longer
well-
as curious about you.
I mean, the intent here isn't necessarily from me, but more a matter of don't ask that we're trying to get through the wall. I have a letter here saying you wouldn't like that. I'd rather you come with us and not know what we're doing.
Do we
So-
want her to come with us?
That's pretty
She
nice.
just controlled a very large fire blast. I either want to kill her, take all of her stuff, and use it to get through the wall ourselves, or bring her with it so she can use them for us.
I think we can just get some information out of her. It's probably the best result we can hope for. Because I think if we try to force her to do anything, she'll melt us. And she seems mean.
She, so if you can basically allay her suspicions for now, but she still doesn't know who you are for the most part, and it is, like, curious as to who you are. But I think what she's going to say is, she's going to start climbing back up the ladder, preparing to leave, as she says, so I think you distract her talking for a short bit. She doesn't really talk about fashion magazines, but if you spend one defiance of the two I mentioned, you'll distract her as she realizes. I think she's going to realize, like, you really don't. You make her convinced that you really don't know what's going on, and aren't involved. She climbs back up the ladder and she says, "I need to go deal with this situation. That knight needs to think I left town. I will be back later. If by tomorrow I'm not back, then yeah, probably something happened. Until then, sit tight. I'm not locking the trap door, so be careful."
I don't have a time rune.
Do you guys say or do anything as she starts to go?
I asked, does she have any food? Like, what do you have down
Yeah.
here?
She says, "In the cupboard. Help
All right.
yourselves."
Thank you.
Tara?
No, at this point, this seems like a good chance to, ransack her stuff. So
She seems to be allowing you to. Okay.
Okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
Hopefully earlier. Yeah, if anything happens to me, never mind. Then she goes to leave.
We'll come get you. We'll
no,
come get you.
not never mind. What do you want if something happens to you?
Tara's like, do you have any next of kin you want us?
Yeah. Are there any buried treasures we should uncover and
Buried
deliver to
treasure you
someone
want us to-
else? Yeah. She pauses and she says, just... If anything happens to me, get out of here. Villagers aren't the most trusting, but if that knight thinks that you... He's really, really stubborn. You won't talk me out of a fight as easily as... Or you won't talk him out of a fight as easily as you talk to me.
I mean, we could fight him.
No.
Hey,
can't.
what? What do you mean? I don't want to fight a knight. That looks bad. I'm a king. Kings don't fight knights.
As you argue with that, she climbs up the trapdoor, closes it, does not lock it.
Historically, the dwarven kings of old fought with their knights all the time. It was mostly just arm wrestling.
Against
though.
other knights?
Yeah, they did test the
Kings-
strength.
I thought kings were in charge of knights. I saw it
Yeah.
on a tapestry once.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes a knight talks shit and then he's gonna get hit. You know what I mean?
The kobold, all three of the
That's
kobolds
just-
immediately start rummaging for food. What they find appears to be pretty quickly. Like they open the second cupboard. They find a dried blue loaves of bread.
Blue bread.
Mm,
Yep.
is there some blue milk around?
Why would there be blue
No.
milk? It's blue wheat.
Why would there be blue bread?
Because the wheat's blue.
Because the wheat's
I know.
blue. You make the bread out of it, and it's blue.
Yeah, but you can have blue milk. Maybe there's blue cows.
That's not how cow. Have you seen a cow? They're not. They're brown, and tan, and the milk's white. It's not.
So that's what they
I'm
find.
literally a golem, Indigo. Let's have blue cow.
Nope, too unrealistic.
200. I'm too dry.
It is too far.
All right. Yeah, they immediately start digging into the bread. It is dry and hard, and they don't seem to care.
Yeah.
More carefully, I start ransacking the place. By carefully, I mean, putting things back where
Thoroughly.
they're
Oh, okay.
afterwards. Yeah. I want to thoroughly get into everything, but also put it back. And in the meantime, I'm speaking over my shoulder to these two of, okay, so what's the game plan? First off, I found this letter, and I let them read the letter aloud, and basically,
Can we read?
So- good point.
I
I
think I can.
I suspect that Joe
I
can.
hand the letter to Joe to let them read the letter and basically say, okay, so we don't mention Fuego and that we were looking for him. Also, I got this, and I pull out the bracelet and hand this over to Joe. Joe, if you can tell us what it would do, it'd be great. And then I pull out and open the rest of my pockets, and I'm like, and I think I got this stuff from the villagers. Not really sure what this is.
Yeah,
I still don't know.
perfect. That's fair.
You got like pocket change.
I think you did. As you're piecing it together, you're like,
Just
okay,
hey pennies.
there's like a. I think between all of them, I don't think it's even enough to count as one wealth. One wealth is still like a notable find. These villagers
Stole
were.
their pocket change.
Yeah, as you guys were killing them, she was pickpocketing them.
Yeah, well, most
happened
of
last
the money that they wouldn't exchange money in a freehold village like this. It would just be kind of like
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah,
fair
there'd be
bet
like some
economy,
wooden
where it's
coins
like-
that like is for trading for people out of town, maybe.
yeah,
but-
money is for people outside of this small village. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother trading the same $20 back between me and my neighbor. Like the
Yeah,
money's
you're just
only
straight
for
chicken
leave
Yeah,
it.
you do find a fruit, which is good for food.
Someone just had a fruit in their pocket.
Yeah, like an
I was
apple.
walking around with just apples in my pants.
A purple apple.
Did I at least get someone's house keys?
Well, in small villages, they don't usually lock their doors.
They didn't. No. This is a safe
Oh.
town until the Rat King came.
Yeah.
Not me.
I look around at the
Not
things
you,
I
the other
got
one.
out of these pockets, and I'm a
No,
little disappointed and hand the fruit off to the Rat King.
I
Um,
eat the fruit, core and all. I'm big. Just
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you do find in one of them seems to be a probably like a sea green colored handkerchief.
Looks nice. I fold it up neatly and stick it in her pocket.
Okay. Searching through the
I'm
room.
sure it's embroidered, like monogrammed, like to my
Yeah.
loving wife.
Yeah. Please don't die specifically today. That would be a shame.
Specifically to the night.
Yes. So you rummaging through the place, for the most part, it seems very bare bones, very like emergency hideout kind of thing. As she said, she only recently arrived. With magic, it is conceivable she could have made this in a few days, even though for a normal person it would probably take months to dig out dig out this amount of dirt and everything. But you do see. I don't think actually we have a move for this. Like it.
What's the move?
I was like, this isn't a dangerous, tense enough situation to be investigated. No, this is unearth secrets. This is the expedition move, unearth secrets. When you thoroughly search a notable location for something hidden.
Yes.
Ask GM, are there secrets to be discovered here? Yes. If yes, roll plus astute.
Astute, huh?
Do you want help on this?
Okay,
I
no,
could
it's
help.
+1. I'm definitely willing to take any help.
Yeah, I'm looking for more magic stuff after I investigate the bangle I've been given.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think it takes you too long to read the runes on the bangle. They appear to be, it is, basically it's protection from fire for the single limb that is wearing this.
Oh, that's bad.
She'll feel it missing
It's
pretty
fine.
soon, but you know,
I'm sure she has some redundant fire protection.
it's a good idea too. But yeah, the single arm or leg or tail that wears this, will be protected from fire.
Ooh, gimme.
I just slide it down your tail.
That's what I want. Yeah, fireproof tail.
Excellent.
Just try and keep it hidden. At least while
Nope.
we're with her, alright?
Nope, it's shiny and gold on my butt.
Yeah, I'll help. My astute is 2.
I think, Joe, you spent enough time looking at the bangle that I think unless you wanted to wait a bit longer, unless Tara is waiting for you to be more available, you can help, but in order to lead the full thing, you would need to dedicate... We'd need to wait for you to be ready, basically.
So the options are still like, okay, either get 1 extra dice or
Or
find
accomplish
a greater
something more,
effect
which
that
is very
would be
intentionally, yeah. In this case,
vague.
in this case, do something more with this move, would be... Because you always discover something. I think in this case, if you choose that, it would be something that was much more important.
I mean, that seems interesting even more so than the dice, so let's give this a shot.
All right.
And anyone want to remove the kinship?
I thought I did. Yeah, I did already.
Oh, okay.
4 is after that.
And astute. And the dice say that it's a day for 8s.
On an 8, choose 1 out of the 3.
It puts you at a medium risk. It is a clue to something greater, but not significant to itself. That makes absolutely no sense with the advantage we were working
Actually, I
with.
can work with that. I have something in mind.
It, or the process of finding it, makes you mark a condition. Conditions sound like fun. Let's do that one.
All right, perfect. So I think, you find. I think one of her totally normal cupboards has not a false bottom, but a false back behind it. Because it's built into the dirt, you find it, you open it up, and there's actually like a whole. I'm going to revise that slightly. You're in an entirely underground dirt chamber. There's a secret door here to a new room with increased effect. It's not a thing you find. You find a secret door to a whole room. I think it isn't something with Joe helping you. I think what you find is camouflaged magical sigils that like will open the door when activated in a way that wasn't clear before.
All right, so we open the cupboard to find the sigils, to find the...
Yeah, exactly. You open the cupboard and you're like, hang on, what's that carved into the back there? Oh, press this sigil. It glows. Part of the dirt wall next to this cupboard disappears and is a doorway now. It wasn't an illusion. It was real dirt, but now it's not. Turned into air. Got probably transformed into air by this.
Yeah, simple transmutation, Ron. It is. It's,
Exactly. So... I'll finish.
That's not how things work. Okay.
I don't have the move I don't have the move to explain it to you yet. I have to get that later.
Yep. So inside this other room, you can see. So this second room seems to be a lot more. Surprisingly, it's actually a lot more nice. The dirt has been transformed into like solid stone all around it. The everything is like still pretty functional. It's not fancy, but it's a lot more stable. Is the right way I would put it. There's a large map of this continent that you're on. I do not have a map for you to show you, but you find one.
Find a map.
You find a map of the area. You can see where White Pass is and where you are. There's a few notes on it that stick out to you amongst the many like villages and towns and the occasional city near the center and near the coast of the continent. So it looks. I'm gonna give you a bit of information. Something nearby this village that is marked on the map and like written by hand by this woman Kerwin says the glacier. It is not marking the mountain, even though that is also quite near. There are some notes about her wondering about the relationship between this glacier and the ice wall, but it's unclear if anything was concluded. But that's something nearby. There's another town nearby, which is here we need a town name. Calster. Calster is a larger town nearby that seems to be connected to several other villages. It seems to be the main if someone here would go to market, they will walk a few hours down the road, like 1.5 hours to 2, over to Calster. Several other places do that to sell their things on like market day. So that's a bigger town nearby that if you want to keep like traveling or gather information or gain or spend money, something to consider.
What? You don't think we can do that here in this town?
This town where we killed a lot of people.
You also notice one other thing. There is a plant growing in here. It seems to be a miniaturized banana tree of some kind.
Ooh.
That's producing like tiny, like thumb-sized bananas.
I grab a
fully
handful.
edible. And it looks like the pot that it is in is definitely magical. So you, like,
Can I take the pot and put it in the bucket?
You can. They don't do anything, but yes.
Yeah.
Are you? I assume you're keeping the.
I'm taking the tree.
The whole tree, but with the pot that's miniaturizing it. Yes.
It's easier to carry if it's in the bucket.
Yep. Perfect. So it's like a bonsai banana tree, basically. Bonsai tree sized.
And then do the bananas stay little?
If you take the bananas off, no.
They get big?
When you remove them from the pot.
Hmm. How close do I have to be to eat the bananas so they stay little?
If you just lean in, and it's not actually uncomfortable, it is totally possible. You
Right.
feel them grow big as you like digest them and then move away from the pot.
Yeah. You should try it.
So weird, but it works.
Can we have a moment just sitting around the bonsai banana tree talking strategy?
Totally, yeah. That's everything you find.
Yeah. So I think the plan has got to be we've robbed so much from this lady already that we do need to leave soon.
I kind of like her. She seems pretty cool. Maybe she'll just understand.
So
She's
she's actively not wanting people to leave through the ice wall. We want to find her master, but I don't know that she's going to help us if she knows what we're trying to do.
No, but I think we should check out that glacier.
I'm definitely not opposed to that, but what do we do with her?
Nothing. What do we
I mean,
have
we
to
could
do?
We could bring her with us. She's our lady friend.
What? We don't need to bring everyone with us.
I think that the more the merrier is always a good way to go.
Safety in numbers.
It's easier
One of
to
the
get lost
kobolds
in the crowd.
yells.
Yeah, what Larry said. I don't remember what your name was. I just called you Larry.
No one does.
I don't think we.
Name
don't
them?
think
No,
we
we
named
did
If
not.
if we named them, they weren't written down.
I think we named one of them, and
We did, but we didn't write it down. I think. Hold on. Someone here's called
Kobold, in
Haldren.
true kobold fashion,
Haldren is
there's
in
a
here.
different name. There's a different name every time you ask.
Yes. Every time they're asked their name, they get an opportunity to create a new one.
Mhm.
Uh,
Who wouldn't jump
I have
at that
Haldren written down
opportunity?
here, and I think that's one of them. It could be the chieftain, but I think it's not. I think it's this kobold.
no, I think it's this one.
Because he's my friend. We fought together
Indeed.
against each other, but that's still together.
Yep.
If we bring her with us, she has a whole lot of fire magic on hand. Fire is good against ice. That might get us through the wall.
I don't think going through the wall is going to be the best solution.
You want to stay here?
No,
What? Are you planning to fight the Knights of Otis?
no. I think we need to think outside the wall, if you will. Over, under, portal through. But I think the physical wall, you saw it, right?
Yes. She looks a little annoyed.
It was really thick and really cold. I don't want to die inside the wall.
I don't think going.
Let's just be very clear about my problem. I don't want to die inside that giant wall. I'd prefer not to go through it.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. However we get through the wall doesn't really matter as long as we're getting
together.
through it. Yes, that's what I meant to say. Speaking of that, though, I feel like there's something we might need to talk about.
What do we need to talk about?
Yeah.
So there were a bunch of villagers that died, and
At least 3.
I just
one of the
wanted-
kobolds interrupts and says.
Yeah, they started it.
They started it.
Okay, so I'm glad that we're really clear that I didn't do it and it's not my fault.
No, I did it. I
He
did
did it, but it was their fault.
just their fault.
I will say there was another rat person on the granary before it blew up. That was not us.
Yeah, that wasn't us. I'm not
I-
in charge of. I am in charge of all the rats. That is a traitor to the people.
Yeah, that's why I shouted imposter.
Yeah.
Should you go
Who
punish
is
them? Haldren says.
I'm not.
I mean,
I'm the king. I simply give orders. Someone else's job to hunt criminals or whatever, right? I read one. I saw one tapestry on the subject. It didn't really get into judicial.
I like the idea that there used to be a king, and that's where you all saw all these tapestries. But like but you missed the tapestry where something terrible happened to them.
I found them in the dumpster. It wasn't invited as a rat into the palace.
Fair.
oh,
I
alright
know.
then.
King in charge of knights, in charge of people with hats, in charge of people with pitchfork. That's what it said.
Where are kobolds on this?
But they weren't mentioned. Do you wear hats?
It depends what implements they have. Do they have a hat or do they have a pitchfork? Which do you have?
One of them says I want a hat, and the other one says I want to have a pitchfork. The third one doesn't say anything.
You must
Do
be
you,
the
do you
knight
want a
then.
sword? We could get you a sword.
Yes. You have a
I
sword?
pull out a knife and I give them a knife.
Excellent. They grab the knife. What kind of knife is it?
I meant to make a random knife generator because my many knives are not the same kind of knife.
Could it just be a kitchen
Um,
knife?
Yeah, I think it is in this case
A
going to be a
fillet
butter
knife.
knife.
You just plundered her kitchen, to be fair.
Yeah,
It is a butter knife.
It's a butter knife.
butter knife.
Okay, the kobolds are not stupid, so they look at this and they say,
No.
"That's not a sword.
Oh,
It's a miniaturized
sorry.
sword."
I take the butter knife back, I rustle around in my pockets for a moment, and then hand them a steak knife.
That's a very small sword.
We'll keep upgrading
You
it
see
as we
mine,
go.
and I hold my sword up, and it's massive.
It's like, yeah, as tall as you are.
Look, they aren't as tall as you are. Okay, fine. And I take the steak knife out and like hand them a butterfly.
You hand them a butterfly. you pull it out and you go and then hand it over.
Okay.
Just flipped open.
Yep. Kobold, mildly confused now, accepts the knife. Doesn't say anything more and afraid of it being taken
We'll
away from them.
update it as we go.
Can I get I think
Yeah,
so.
our
Another
king-
kobold says, "Can I get like a fire knife or like a magic knife or an ice knife?" And then the two of them who are not holding a knife start arguing about what's better, an ice knife or a fire knife.
Yeah. So we landed. We're doing my idea. We're going to the glacier. We're not dying at a tunnel in the ice wall.
Sure.
Does anywhere on the map indicate where
Oh.
Fuego would be?
Wait. Isn't there's like a town? There's like a bigger town we can go
There
to.
is a town, yes. Colster is
Oh.
1 to 2 hours away by walking.
If we go there, we could see about this treaty of the ice wall, maybe. See if we could find like a library.
A library might be good.
So Tara, you
what
want
is
to
a
try and
library?
analyze the map to find Fuego?
Yes.
I think this actually is a situation enough to count as examining it. So in this case, the move is called, it's no longer examine, it is now unravel mysteries.
I see it.
So when you closely examine a tense, or in this case mysterious, situation, roll plus astute.
Oh, speaking of which, I never took that condition.
Yes,
I
what
just get to
condition do you
take it
think?
to whatever stat.
Yep. Choose, well, to whatever type of condition, because not all of them are associated with stats, and you can choose which one you
Right.
feel works best with what you found. Can over full be a condition from eating too many bananas and then they grew?
Over full.
That'd be
There's
maimed.
conditions.
Weakened, I think, is one of them. That could be the closest.
Now we got angry, conspicuous, distracted, frightened, exhausted, deprived, maimed.
We also have dying,
Or dying.
but that one doesn't have the remedy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think exhausted is correct because that is food coma.
Perfect.
You just went into a food coma.
Yeah, what tired you out? Bananas.
Banana.
Yeah, obviously.
I
Dude, the
didn't
thing
realize
is,
we were walking with the
ate two-
minions.
You ate like
Yeah,
a dozen
we ate-
bananas, and then they
They were
weren't
little.
mini anymore. Yep.
You were eating like the banana runt, and then they just sprouted into a big banana.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
So
Either way, we now know that that does not affect the next roll. There we go. And I clicked the next thing again.
perfect.
Astute. I think I'm working on this one alone.
Sounds
So
good.
let's just
Yeah.
see what happens. Do.
Nice, a 10.
Apparently, I should work alone more often. Not really.
So you can ask on the 10 plus. You can ask me 2 questions about the situation during the scene, and I'll answer truthfully. So
Okay.
your first one is, where is Fuego?
Yes. Where is Fuego is a good answer.
Okay, so
Question.
if she was telling the truth about being a former apprentice, the map, Carwin has made a lot of notes across the map with like things that might be in the area and things like that. It looks like on the southern end of this continent, weeks away by foot, probably more than several weeks away by foot, is a jungle. She has made a lot of notes about one specific area of that jungle. That's probably where the banana plant came from as well, actually. She spent a lot of time there. Specifically, there is in the center, actually probably not in the very center, but like in a part of the jungle, deep within it, is drawn on there by Carwin herself. There seems to be a volcano that she's like drawn an icon of it there. A lot of details about the jungle in terms of points of interest and things like that seem to be in the vicinity of that volcano. It's near this. It's not the center of the jungle necessarily, but it seems to be the center of her notes on the jungle geographically.
All right. And then the second question looks like.
You can ask it about sort of anything in this room if you want to.
Okay, if that's the case, it's kind of who or what is the biggest threat, but I can make up my own question, so that works. What would make it so that if she catches up to us, she is the least amount of angry for everything we've done? What is the best excuse?
What is the best way to like mollify her, if that's the word?
Yeah.
Okay. You can see within this second room. There's a group of receipts. She has been spending money that she has earned or that she had saved up in towns and cities and larger places that she's been. Maybe before she was as hunted as she is now. Trying actively to spread the good deeds and improve the reputation, basically, of mages. If you, like, literally start positive rumors about her, she will probably end up hearing about it. She has been paying people to find out rumors, not just about her individually, though she very much about her primarily, but like she's been seeking out other mages. She's been cleaning up problems caused by magic in general. But yeah, she's been working hard to basically improve the image of old magic.
She's
PR.
trying to clean up the acid pits of Yar, or whatever.
Maybe.
The field that,
There's
the
maybe
field
a
that was
small
once
list
lush.
of like horrible, like magic tainted places
Yeah,
where
the
a
blighted
spell won't.
field that now has
on.
well springs of ever-flowing acid.
The Blighted Fields of Yar, I believe those were called. I'm adding that to the list.
Oh, also,
That's
can
a
I spend
historical landmark. That's outrageous. Why would anyone clean that up?
Yeah. Can I spend academic supplies to just copy the map that she has here on my own piece of paper?
I think it'll take you some
Can
time.
we not just take
but
it?
yes, unless you just take the map, obviously. But yeah, it'll take you some time. But if you spend 1 academic supplies, yeah, you can just copy the map. It'll take you.
One to need to be spending 2 academic supplies, one
I think
to
we're gonna
make it, and then
sleep
2
here.
to make it so that it stays after the end of a scene.
No, 1 to produce the paper and stuff to produce it, and then you like narratively you would just keep it. If that makes sense. It would just be 1. It might be 1 more in the future to produce the map, but yeah, no, it's 1 academic supplies to produce the paper and ink to start using it. If you want to, we'll figure it might become something else, but the map will become this copy of the map will become its own like item in the narrative, not a type of supplies.
Yeah, I'll do that while you guys were eating bananas because I can't eat bananas.
This is what you are doing during the strategy session.
Yeah, just
So the
kicking my
goal
feet up, doing some map drawing.
is to wait here, like she said, see what happens, and move on to the next town.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sure, maybe she can help us out.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if-
think we should fold. I think I disagree. I think we should fold and tell her we want to leave this place. What do we call it? What is it called again? I turned to the golem.
The
He was
three
do-
sisters.
the 3 sisters. Well, we should just tell her we want to leave and see how she like feels the answer. You know, see what she really says about it.
I pick up the letter and shake it. We know what she really thinks about it. She doesn't
but
want
that's
it
a
to
letter
happen.
to her boyfriend. So who knows?
Well, that would be her master friend, her mentor friend, not her boyfriend.
Is there a functional difference?
Well, yeah, you're my rat friend.
Okay. Yeah. Rat.
Yeah, she's my lady friend, and these are my global friends.
So
But
in that pause, the trapdoor opens, and then something large, round, and metal falls into it, and the trapdoor rapidly closes. What do you do?
Oh dear!
Yes.
Can we close the door behind us in the second room?
In the second room, the door disappeared, but you can still try to
I
take
know.
cover.
Close the
out
door.
of the
Close
room
the
with
door.
the
Close the
bomb.
door. And I move as far away from the round thing as possible.
Can I? Okay, would you describe this as a small object?
Yes.
Excellent.
Is it
I would like to
avocado size?
prestidigitate, slowly raising the object up back toward the trapdoor.
Prestidigitate, slowly raising the object up.
Yeah.
The trapdoor's closed, as I said. Okay.
Yeah, but it'll explode by the trapdoors.
Okay. Okay. You can do that. That's what you do instead of taking cover. Cool. Indigo? Yeah.
Is there a bed in this room?
There is one, like, simple cot bed, kind of, yes.
Yeah, I want to shove it up against that hole in the wall.
There we go.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So, you all act quickly. So, just to be clear, the kobolds are completely surprised and do nothing.
They're still
Oh, I
in the
told them
room
to get
with us,
down.
though.
They are back and forth in the room. I
They're
think
eating bananas.
they're,
That's what
they're
they're
eating
I mean, I'm
bananas.
just saying, we've got the Rat King closing the door. We've got the bomb prestidigitating. Does my yelling a warning count as get the kobolds to somewhere safe?
The kobolds
Choose
don't
no.
know what to react to, even that warning. But if any of you are protecting them, you totally can.
Get down, get away, come here. Whatever
Okay.
words need to get them this direction.
So the bomb explodes, and then each of you would take 2 conditions from it, except you can spend 1 defiance of an appropriate type depending on what you did to reduce that. It does also blow open the trapdoor because of Joe, what you're doing is prestidigitation. That doesn't stop it from doing 2 conditions to you, though.
That's fine. I'm going to forceful defiance because I'm literally made of stone.
Yeah, that's fair. And this is, as it explodes, you see it's not actually a fire, like it has a bit of fire in it, but it's a shrapnel bomb. So
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm just trying to find the difference between astute and intuitive again.
Intuitive is reading like feelings in people. Astute is like perception / noticing things / like calculus.
Okay. Then I'll use one
intuitive.
astute.
If I go to define consequences, it has astute if you analyze your surroundings, reveal preparations, or calculate a solution. Intuitive if you detect a lie, act without thinking, or trust your gut or faith. So it's like instinct.
Then I'll go with an astute defiance for at least one of those conditions to have gotten into the right spot where less shrapnel or something.
Sounds good.
You know what? I'm going to be angry. So
Yeah, so
roll
you can reduce those conditions by 1 from 1 to 2, from 2 to 1. A bomb still went off next to you. You still are gonna like take condition at least from the shockwave.
Yeah, I'm distracted because I have tinnitus.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm made of rocks, but it still made me mad, so I take angry.
Perfect.
And I mark 1 defiance to avoid the second one. I was intuitive, and I put something up between me and a bomb.
You did. Makes sense.
I'm gonna go with deprived. Current and maximum supply are reduced by 2. Some of your stuff was left in the room with the bomb.
Left in
and
the
I'm not
room,
okay
or
with
left by the bottom of the trapdoor and exploded, or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You so as there's like, it's not a lot of smoke, but there's like a puff of smoke with the explosion. A lot of the like a lot of this room is just totally ruined. But all of you, even if you well, actually, maybe the tinnitus stops one of you from hearing it, but there's the heavy crunch of someone dropping down into the room, and you see a man that you might have seen in the distance before on a horse. He looks like he's in his mid-50s, but he's like almost as tall as Drundum, wearing like simple leather armor and a sword almost as big as Drundum's.
Oh.
Mine's not comically large. It is historically accurately large.
Yes, okay, then his is roughly as big.
Alright.
Kobold has dibs on the sword.
Hold on. I'm gonna cast a spell at him because I'm mad, but I need to figure out. I am angry.
Bones
so
to snakes.
Do I have disadvantage?
Bones to snakes.
Yes, disadvantage on astute. Okay. Yeah. So normally, Joe's runes are blue. Now they're red because he's mad.
Excellent.
Ooh.
You have the RGB color rune activated.
Yeah. The
I love
angry rune activated.
Okay.
I'm going to.
He's wearing metal armor, right?
What does it look like when you start? Before
it's
you do
leather.
that, before you choose your spell, what does it look like when you start casting the spell?
I think different runes on me flare, and then I like Iron Man hold my hand.
Perfect. As you start raising your hands towards him, he just, like, at the same time, he holds his sword out towards. I think, like, you're all in the I guess 2 now small rooms. You've mostly been safe, but I think, Joe, you didn't take cover. Everyone else kind of took cover in the other room, including the kobolds from what we described. They're recovering.
Yeah.
They're not doing great, but yeah. He holds his sword out to you, in a like gesture of warning. Do you keep casting your spell?
Oh, yeah, I changed his leather armor to lava.
Okay. Roll to cast your spell. He's gonna hit you with his sword while you do that. So you're gonna take one condition as you cast a spell.
Joe's Night Barbecue is what the spell is called.
Right. You're gonna take one yeah, he's gonna wound you as you cast a spell. Take one condition or resist it in some way, defy it in some way.
Now, is it spelled night with an N instead of a K? Because I kind of love that. Joe's Barbecue Night.
Yeah, you know what? It is spelled with a N. So I have disadvantage because I'm mad.
Mm-hmm.
But I get XP if I fail, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Cool. I fail.
Perfect. You're a golem.
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to with like the rapidity, like the accuracy and rapidity of training, of clear training. He whacks the blunt end of his sword into your hand.
Or hand. It's the hit with the pummel. So you
Yeah.
double grab the blade and you smash the crossguard into it like a hammer.
Yeah. So he smashes the thing into your hand.
Oh, he's Mordhowing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. The spell goes off towards part of the wall, which starts turning into lava and spreading.
It's not leather. It's not leather.
It's not leather, but I believe the actual thing is transform substance.
Temporarily change matter.
Yeah.
So it's
Never mind.
temporarily lava.
That wasn't specific enough.
Yeah. So gain an XP.
I did.
The entire thing, not instantly, but the entire thing, the walls start turning into lava as this spell effect starts spreading.
I'm distracted because he hurt me.
Perfect.
And there's lava.
And while
he says,
this is
that's fair. One thing that happens, you also hear this man in like a gruff, grivel voice yell, "Where is she?" That's it. That's also what happens.
Batman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I slip past him and break for the ladder and the top of get up it?
So that is
lava.
very difficult right now because he's currently right now Joe and this guy are the only two in the main room. This guy is still basically standing at the bottom of the ladder. It's small enough that like you could almost like it's smaller than this room I'm in right now. It's tiny.
It's like he's in front of the ladder.
Yeah,
yes,
he's basically
that
in the door,
100%
your only
makes
exit.
Sense.
How do you want to try and bypass
Still
that?
wanting to try and do it because I'm hoping to do it while all of that was going on, while he was doing the hand bashy thing. So there's that moment of off balance and just duck under.
So it's not really that you're sneaking past him as
No.
much as that you're just dodging under him.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, and you can do this without immediate consequence because he's busy hitting someone else. Let's roll for it. Is anyone helping you? I do not think Joe getting hit helps you.
No, I think that makes it possible.
That's exactly okay. Roll plus sly.
Okay.
Oh, as a heads up, in addition to receiving help, you can push yourself, which is another thing you can do to get advantage if you want to. So once per session, you can push yourself to character moves.
Just gain advantage on a roll.
There's two options actually, three options.
Yeah.
So it's on page 44. Once per session, when you push yourself beyond known limits, mark a condition. 2, choose one. Gain access to an advanced move you don't have for a scene, be it from your class or another. So if you want to just get something like the rogues disappear from the scene move, you could just be gone.
You could just do that.
That's amazing, but no.
You could ignore a conditions penalty for a scene, or you could get advantage on your next roll. So if you want advantage, you can. If you're familiar with Chasing Adventure, it's a bit more complicated, but you can get the same effect as the one from Chasing Adventure. Mark your condition to ignore a
Fascinatingly,
condition.
those are very. Two of those are significantly better than the others. Okay. I don't have enough knowledge of different advanced moves, so I won't touch with that.
Yeah,
I'll just
it's
work
there,
within
but
normal.
has to be kind of prepped from an actual gameplay perspective.
Yeah, it is cool. I like that one. I will mark a condition because I don't think I'm getting out of this without something happening. And I will go with advantage. I don't think I need a greater effect than get up ladder and go. That's the stated intent, so I will just take an extra dice.
Sounds good.
2. 10.
Nice. That got you to the 10. Excellent. So, you're slipping past him as you. I think that as you, your attempt goes well as you were hoping. So you dive probably not under his legs, but like you dive around to his side. He actually does like turn to you after he hits the other guy and tries to hit you, but maybe I think he slips like an inch below your feet as you rapidly climb the ladder, and he looks up. He gets a glance at you. He doesn't pursue you as you climb up the ladder though. He turns back to those inside the room, and he repeats what he said. Where is she?
And I will take frightened.
Perfect.
Out for milk, I say as he's attacking my friend. So step in and raise my own sword, I guess. And
all right.
Just...
Okay.
He's out for milk.
She's out for milk, and you're fighting back.
Well, fighting back's a strong word. I'm not going into swing right yet.
Okay, you are. I thought you were. But yeah, you're talking.
But I do draw steel, if you will. To let him know I mean rat business.
Yeah, he, like she did initially, he narrows his eyes at you and says, "You're the one who's been stealing from this town. Who's been working with you."
No, I haven't. I just got here.
Quiet!
I cut him down.
All right, roll to engage a threat.
I'm helping. I'm helping.
How do you help?
Oh, I want to try and like tackle him into the lava.
Excellent.
Yeah. And then I say, "You don't speak to me that way, knave," as I cut down this holy knight.
All right. You have advantage. I assume that's what you're getting.
I also have disadvantage.
You also disadvantage, so they do cancel each other out.
Yes, because I am exhausted from felling the villagers.
Excellent.
I'm glad we took the conditions that are our main stats.
Yeah. Well, I figured we'd be napping soon.
You were, and then this guy showed up.
He showed up with a bomb.
He showed up with a
that
bomb.
was so unfair.
Yep.
I kind of appreciate how the tables turned so quickly.
Yep. Okay, roll to engage a threat. Okay, that didn't roll. Period. Did the Mac? Okay, manually roll 2d6. We'll figure it out.
So just add 2 to the 2d6.
8.
Yep, 8. So you get to choose one out of the options.
I get to choose 2. Thank you very much.
Because you are doing one-on-one? No, you're not. Your friend's helping you.
I am
God,
helping.
get in my way!
You have to remember to refuse help in the future. But yes.
Yeah, I really should have refused your little grubby robot help. I could have cut him down. I want to take something from him.
He has a sword. He's wearing leather armor. He doesn't have too much else on him.
Dignity.
His dignity.
Yes.
All right. What's your second choice?
I didn't. You said I don't get a second choice.
You're right. Okay,
Because
so
I'm helping.
you're right. Yeah, you're helping. Perfect. Okay, so I think in that case,
Like I don't cut him, but I twist his sword in some weird way or something. Like
Yeah.
I'm just better
you
at
like
sword fighting
totally
than him.
disarm him, and he actually looks surprised for a second. but not afraid, even though he's unarmed. He looks at you and he says, "Good swordplay. Didn't expect that."
From a king?
Can I take this moment to help with the dignity? I want to toss a bucket down to the kobolds, and I think it would be beautiful if at this point it hit him in the head on the way.
I like it. Yeah. Why down to the kobolds?
Because I need to get up and out, and I figure I can get them out of this hole quite quickly instead of the lava.
Using the bucket. Yeah.
Yes, it has an ever-lengthening rope. I figure that's
That's true.
faster than climbing the ladder
Okay.
underneath the terrifying swordsman.
I dig it. So yeah, I don't think there's a problem. He sees the kobolds. He sees that he can't stop everyone from leaving, especially without a weapon. So I think between Joe, you said you were tackling him towards the lava. I don't think you fully get
Yeah.
him in it.
No, I'm literally like 3 feet tall, but I am made of stone.
Yeah,
so, it's
so
like
you're
a
like
5-year-old trying
he's
to tackle
he's
someone.
having to hold you back basically. Exactly. He is going to in this case, he doesn't seem afraid, even though this place seems to be pretty quickly melting. The kobolds are past him rushing, and he says, "Where did she go? Tell me and I'll let you live."
Out for milk, quite literally. She left and said, I had stuff to do.
You don't even know.
No!
Useless. He tries. I think he. Jordan, do you think it's feasible he can just push you off of him, like, with effort?
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Yeah, he could just if he has the arm length, he could just put it on my face and push me around.
Perfect. He starts to. You can interrupt everyone. He pushes you off him and like starts to, completely unperturbed by the lava, stepping over a slowly spreading like pool of it on the ground. Step into the secret room that is open, like over the table barricading it, and he wants to look around in there.
I'm gonna do one last thing before he does that.
Yeah.
While he has his hand on my face,
But he kind of starts
I'm just-
ignoring you guys.
I'm swinging, but then I grab the sword and try to hit him with the sword.
You grabbed the sword that was disarmed from him.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I think what happens, you grab the sword. He turns around and looks like he's like, I think you hit him with the sword, straight, creating a long gash along his torso, through the armor, which very nearly instantly heals.
Oh no, he's a.
And he looks down. He says, he just looks at you and says, "Put that down before you hurt someone with it."
Here! Toss it here!
Just throw it up.
Okay, he's gonna try and grab it. He still wants his sword back. That you did. You took his dignity, and he. It's not his most valuable thing, but he still wants it back. And if he comes back without a sword, that's his dignity. So, I think you can.
Reach
I think
down
you can
and try and grab it.
I think it's just a probably a sly defiance. If Joe or Tara want to spend one, because it's sort of one catching, one throwing.
I will
Yeah.
absolutely spend it for this reason.
Perfect.
That is a good answer.
All right, then you do it. I think there's like a back and forth that she's like, "No, give me the sword," and you Tara gets in position where you throw it like under his legs or something, and Tara catches it.
And
try to
quickly
kick it with the
hands it
nuts,
off
too.
to the,
While I'm there.
And he just like, yeah, as he sees that, he looks up at you, Tara, and sighs, and says, "I have," and I think he like intentionally turns away back towards the room he was going to investigate as it slowly turns to lava more and more. He says,
You're mean. You're very mean.
he looks at he gives you a look. He doesn't say anything in response to that. and he keeps going. So seeing all of this happen, Drundum, he just kind of intends to step past you, to try and find out where this lady went.
Oh, that would have been, yeah.
Okay.
He said we can live if I'm very tired.
Yeah. And this guy's almost as big as you are, sword or not. If,
Yeah.
Um,
And I saw him just heal from a heart-shaped wound or whatever. Like,
and it was something that if it wouldn't kill a normal person, it would at least like take them months to recover.
Maim
Severely
them?
maim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He lets you leave if you want to, and as the lava starts like slowly crumbling on him, he grabs the map, rips it out of the like wall it was attached to, and like rolls it up. He looks around. He grabs whatever basically isn't nailed down that he can feasibly carry.
I mean, there's not going to
There's
be
not
a
that
ton
much left, I
of
know,
that.
but you copied the map instead of taking it, so he grabs
I
that.
did.
Yeah.
Did you take the receipts that you found that showed that she was about her like public opinion, like things she was buying in relation to that like paying for town criers or like?
I mean, they were probably in a bundle as we were looking at them and talking, but when
Yeah.
all of the bomb went off, I think that's more likely that they were dropped and just kind of scattered.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, he'll grab a
Which means
couple of
there's-
those before some of them
most
are like
of them are
consumed
probably
by
on
lava
fire.
or shredded or on fire.
Yeah.
We'll grab a couple of those that survived. We'll look around. I think he'll like spit on the ground as he'll leave last. Unless you guys are intentionally staying, but I assume you want to leave the lava.
I'm hoping to
first.
block him in here by closing the door behind him and skipping.
Oh, okay, yeah, you totally can. He's too preoccupied to notice. However, yeah, no, the lock. When the bomb exploded, Joe kind of destroyed the trapdoor door because that's what he did intentionally by making.
Do we have anything big that we can use to cover it? Do you have any spells, Joe, other than yourself? We don't want you hurt. Can you block the door? Quiet conference at the top of the ladder.
The kobold, as you ask about that, you have a few seconds, and the kobolds all say, "Quick, look for Big Rock!" and start scouring the area.
Big rock, big rock. I'll see what I can do. Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to cast. I'm going to give shape to matter.
Okay. What's your intent? What do you want to do with this?
I want to close off the hole.
Yeah, this is almost the reverse of the secret door spell. Like turn the air into stone.
Or just like Play-Doh clay. Just like push the dirt into the hole, so he can't get out.
Bury him with the lava.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Are we killing him in this room with us in it?
I don't think he could.
No,
we're
left
out.
the room.
We got out.
Oh. I'm still down here.
Oh, okay. Let's put a pause on that now. Maybe. Joe, you
come
start
out so we can leave him.
Yeah.
I yell inside, Sir Knight!
What?
I'm leaving, is that fine?
Me too.
Alright.
I start to
After you.
the hole.
Perfect.
No,
He goes
after
out
you.
first. He climbs out. Just amongst all of you, he like looks around with
The sword has disappeared. It is gone.
the sword that's almost comically large.
Yes,
For a
we
kobold,
had
yes.
3 kobolds running off.
That's fair. Yeah.
That sword is either hidden or with them, but
He
does
looks
not see
around
the
for it
sword.
and he says, I don't suppose you've seen my sword anywhere. I seem to have misplaced it again.
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's a shame. That makes you a terrible knight and a terrible person. Oh no.
What?
I'm angry.
Fine, I'll get another. He just like starts walking off.
Live with your shame.
Maybe don't bait the night. Come back.
Alright. Are we
Uh,
getting back in this hole for a rest?
No,
No, actually,
No,
as
let's
you're
go back
looking,
to the
like
level.
you starts part of the surface ground starts to like glow as part of it transforms into lava.
Oh, I should leave.
your
You're
tail.
the
will
only
be fine.
part of us that's fire.
Yeah, my tail will be fine. Using my tail as a broom. I would like to sweep the lava away if I make my way out.
I'm gonna
You
Real
can do
faith in that
that.
charm.
I'm gonna spend one more academic supplies to leave a note for her.
We didn't do it. I asked you to add on to me.
Yeah,
We're sorry,
Not
but
our
also it
fault.
wasn't us.
he started it.
He started it.
Perfect.
Ooh,
So
can I write it in like I assume this guy can't read runes. I'm gonna write it in
Oh, no.
runes.
all right.
That's in Dwarven, yeah.
So you leave a note for her that you hope only she can read.
Yeah.
You leave the crumbling, liquefying base behind. Where do you go? I think to the glacier. I think we're gonna take a short break, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think we just get on the road. Well, we should probably stop at the next town.
The
Get a
next
the
route
town on
glacier,
the-
the town and glacier are not opposite directions, but the glacier is actually near this village as well.
Do we want to camp in the forest?
I think we should circle and stop at the next closest town to the glacier.
Let's talk about it
Then-
between things.
okay.
We'll take a short break.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few minutes with part 2 of session 2. Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of session 2 of Dungeon World 2. How many 2s can we do?
Yep.
Too many.
We'll do multiple second episodes. It'll be fine.
Yes.
But I had
yes.
a question.
Yes.
For something that apparently has changed. We just did some spellcasting stuff. Did you change how spells work?
Spells themselves have not changed how they work since.
I thought there was a source of energy.
Oh, okay. So
Point.
it's let's see.
Am
here,
I
path-
imagining that? I thought there was like
No,
one of
there
the
isn't a
choices
mana. There's never
was-
been a mana thing with spells in this. Each
I thought it was like
No, just subjects and verbs,
subjects
right?
and verbs. Each wizard starts off knowing 2 different schools of magic, each with its own subject and its own 2 verbs. You
so
can
the
mix and match the ones you
school
have.
is the noun.
The school gives you access to abjuration, for example. The school, the noun is magic itself because its kind of thing is a bit more meta.
Yeah,
than
but I mean,
others.
like, if we're equating it to a sentence in a language that doesn't make any sense, magic itself is the noun.
Yes, magic is the noun. Sometimes called the substance, but yeah, it's the noun. And then banish and protect from are the 2 verbs, basically. You can protect from magic, you can banish magic, or because you start with 2 schools, let's say you choose conjuration, objects are outsiders, you can protect from outsiders, you can banish outsiders, you can create or summon magic itself, things like that. You can mix and match the verbs and nouns that you know with each other, and over time you unlock more, basically. The mastered ones are meant to be kind of like stronger nouns that are different from the base ones, but if you master a school, you can undo something instead of just banish or protect from it. So they're meant to be pretty different. Like
the mastered's more verbs, right?
mastered
Create
is one
unholy
verb,
is a
so
verb.
it's not huge,
Yeah.
but it is like pretty powerful. If you evocation starts off with channeling and giving shape to elemental energies, but if you master it, you can detonate something.
So what's cool about that is if you're like evocation and I don't know divination, you could detonate the past or detonate the future.
It's fine. But like we said before, part of the thing in the Weave a Spell move is you stay what you want to happen. You take the noun and verb, you channel them into what do you want to do fictionally specifically, and over time, if you choose those options as 7 to 9, or the GM enforces it on a 6-, you can temporarily lose access to an individual verb or noun. So they're kind of like spell slots, but not quite. But they are you can lose access to them over time if that's what you want to do. But there's never been an energy source other than those. In the past, like before we started playing, wizards had exertion that they had to manage. It would go up over time as they cast spells. We have since removed that as something to manage. Now, the resource that they lose are their individual words, basically, that they have. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know where I got the idea that there was an energy source here at the state, but I might have confused that with the what are they called?
Ritual?
The nouns. The nouns.
Substance is what they call what nouns are called here.
Yeah, substances.
Yeah, and it's basically just meant to be like it's not just a noun in a sentence. It's also like a thing in the world that you're doing it to. Is why we call them substances.
I think if I die, I'll come back as a necromancer just because I want to know what you do with the noun life force.
I mean, you can alter life force with illusions. You can create life force with conjuration. I guess we've been tweaking the wizard one so much because there's so many different ways they mix and match.
Magic's hard.
It's a modular system, and so conjuration has create. Mastered necromancy has create unholy. Why would I master necromancy when I can just learn conjuration instead? For example.
I mean, obviously, I want sapient beings and create unholy.
Yeah, they're different enough. Right now, we're not in a position wizard is definitely the most open to finagling, but we think the
you
strength.
You can create unholy or corrupt.
Create unholy past is an option.
What if
it's just the rogue maker? You just make rogues.
I'm just inserting mortal sins into your past.
Yeah, you're rewriting the past to be just worse.
Yeah. Your father really did just go out for cigarettes and never come back.
Yeah. Okay.
Speaking of the rogue, I really have to remember that I can just take heat instead of conditions for pushing myself because I'm I didn't really want to. Oh, I could have just taken
special ability. You can take heat instead of conditions for pushing yourself or helping people, which you have not done. I think you've been helped this session.
Yeah, I've been doing it a little bit, but
last session you did. I don't remember if you did this session. Okay. So, the mysterious regenerating knight leaves you alone, and literally just walks away to go find a new sword and find this woman he's hunting, Kerwin.
And the kobolds come back with a boulder.
I think the kobolds come back with a boulder, slam it on top of the trapdoor, and says, "We did it!"
Oh, you know what? You did it, guys.
Yes.
Proud of you.
We should leave before he gets out.
Yeah. We'll never see him again.
Excellent.
Now
I gotta figure out how to redress my angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm looking at the conditions and trying to figure out,
Yep.
See, I have two that are ready to go on a nap.
Yeah. I think you guys are probably going to relax together next, based on how you're behaving, or do you want to get out of here first?
I think getting out of here and getting to a town first would be helpful, especially as I need to pick a few more pockets before I can redress one of my conditions, so...
Perfect. That's how you're going to... Okay.
I'm deprived! The answer is get enough wealth to max out my pocket change so that I'm no longer deprived.
Lovely. And Jordan, what were you saying?
I'm angry and distracted, so I might have to just blow up a tree, just on our way.
I wonder if that would really.
How do I fix tinnitus?
Clean your ears. Ask medical doctors. As far as I'm aware, there isn't one.
No.
Isn't one.
Find
Do I
treatment
need
or
to
healing.
meditate?
I mean, maybe just giving it some time and meditating. Getting sort of like you could put in ear protection for a bit to help with it. I could see that. You could also, as a heads up, in addition to redressing conditions, you can guide and comfort each other, which we've actually renamed to on page 35. Rejuvenate allies. When you comfort, heal, or support a companion, answer the following questions, and then roll based on the answers. And then on a 7+, your help works, and your companion crosses one marked condition, plus another if they open up about their feelings. On a 10+, you also add one kinship to the pool or cross a marked condition yourself. So if you want to, like, patch each other up, there are actually two ways to deal with conditions. One is reactive, which is redress, do something in fiction. One is proactive, in this case, which is rejuvenate each other.
Yeah.
That makes
So I
sense.
think on the walk, I want to
some
attempt to
conversation.
remedy a condition.
Yeah, let's have some conversation.
Perfect. So yeah, you're just like, okay, we have a copy of the map. The town's that way. Let's just go straight through the forest until we have probably like meet up with the road partway through and go. Avoid the rest of the village here. Sounds good to me.
After we're far enough away, I pull out the sword from like a ridiculously hidden, like just walking ramrod straight with it down the back of my clothing, and I hand it to the kobold who wanted a sword. And then I put up my hand saying, "Can I have my knife back?"
Yes,
Hopefully
yes,
we
of
don't
course.
trade you.
Yeah, no, he totally gives you the knife back and is like admiring the sword.
It takes all three of them to hold the sword.
Maybe two, but yeah, no, it's definitely too big for him to wield. It is actually bigger than he is, so he's like, very, very.
It might take some practice.
Yeah.
I will
wanna
be
talk
the
to
strongest kobold. This is again one of these is the guy you fought with. Remember Indigo?
Yeah.
So like
I'm
he
assuming
actually
that's
has a
this guy.
chance. Yeah,
I'm assuming it's this guy.
yeah. It's like one day I'll beat you.
Wait, you're doing this
Sure.
to beat us
No, him specifically.
in a friendly duel, right?
No.
Yeah. Maybe can a friendly duel still be to the death?
So.
Yes.
Yes.
I will leave it between the two of you. But if you, and I look at both of you, kill either of the other, I will be very angry at the person who's left alive.
I'll be angry at the dead one.
Good. Speaking of anger, small robot man.
I'm not the robot.
Yeah, you are. We've been over
I'm
this.
a golem. Golems
Same,
and robots
same.
are two different things.
No, they're not.
I'm fueled by magic, not by electricity.
Well, it sounds like you're fueled by hate, and I want to know what rune sequence you have that lets you experience anger.
Are you trying to disrupt my angry rune?
You're just like
Yes.
disabling the angry function.
I'm
But
not going to let you lobotomize me just because I'm
not
pissed
asking
off.
to lobotomize. I
That's
would
what
like
you're
you
asking
to
me.
No, I'm asking you to explain them to me. What sequence of runes allows you to feel anger in a meditative practice in hopes to rejuvenate?
You want me
comes
to
from an-
tell you what runes make me angry because you
Yes.
think it's meditate. Oh wait, this might be working.
All right. So let's answer the three questions. So the first two, one, do you have a bond with them? And two, do they have a bond with you? So do either of you have a bond with each other?
Yes.
You think you have a
I
bond
have
with
a
me, but I
bond-
don't have a bond with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a
I
plus.
have a bond with you. I am fascinated by your construction and want to find out how he works.
Perfect. Third question.
Right.
Does this action relate to your backstory facets or theirs?
Kind of.
Rolls.
I'm famous. That is my backstory.
You are the
Yeah.
Rat King, the famed
I
Rat
am
King.
I am the one, the only, the famous Rat King.
Mine is you were once involved with obscure arcane cabal who wants you either back or gone.
All right,
So,
so
I
probably not, I think, in that case.
Oh.
Okay, so that's a +1 total. Now this is still a roll. If someone wants to like push themselves or help out, you could do that, but or spend kinship if you're asking Tara to help you, or if Joe is help. If you spend kinship, I can in this case see you like helping them rejuvenate you, but that's up to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
we get
let's
kinship.
do that.
Yeah. So now
Which I will tweak in the future because I don't think that's entirely balanced to get on 10 plus, but it's not a guarantee back, so we'll see. That's actually not. I might not tweak. We'll see how it goes. Nonetheless, you spend 1 kinship. I think I just marked it up, not down,
yeah, it should be 2, not 4.
and that's an 8. So on 7 plus, your help works. Your companion crosses 1 marked condition plus another if they open up about their feelings.
Yeah, I think Joe opens up about his feelings. He says, I mean, from everything we've heard about those night people, like, they're supposed to be nice, but that guy was a dick. Like, he just came in, he threw a bomb. I don't even think Death wants him, because I hit him with the sword and he healed.
Have you ever met a knight before?
No.
Neither have I.
That's just what we heard from the
I
lady.
really don't like meeting knights. They're not fun people to be around.
Tara, you have
They
met a
can't
few
hang?
nights. This guy was 3 times as intense as the rest of them. Like, they're all a bit like him, but, like, this guy's the most,
This is like the Judge Dredd of nights.
yeah, the Judge Dredd of Knights, that's true.
Still didn't like the
Yeah,
other
like-
ones.
The other ones
Like,
are
who just
yeah.
who just opens up with a bomb? Why didn't he say hello? But no.
Yeah, not even rats would do that. We would open up with 5,000 brave rats before we start just blowing stuff up.
Well, yeah.
Any of us could have been killed by that bomb, or by a sword, or
What knight kills with bombs? I thought they killed with swords.
no matter what you got, we could have been killed. That was terrifying.
I'm sorry, Tara, I don't know if you know this. We can be killed any day now.
I mean,
This is something that even the smallest rat child learns.
Before.
This is something
That
even the
wasn't the-
smallest rat child learns. Every interaction with humans can result in death. Any interaction with food can result in death. Basically, any interaction with X can result in death.
I mean, can I even die? I mean, I just would like cease to be conscious.
Isn't that dying?
Tara, is that dying?
What is death?
Yes, that's
Oh, what is-
dying.
Oh, okay. Well, wait. So
Dying
when you go to sleep, that's not dying though. But you lose consciousness.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that some people argued that it is dying. I read it in a book once, and that you wake up and it's a different person, but I never really. You guys would just be okay with dying?
I mean,
Yes.
You're used to
I-
what?
I'm not even sure if I'm technically alive. I'm just conscious. Listen, they put the
the existential
philosophical, the existential dread rune.
That was that was like once they realized they're gonna make you sentient, they're like, we gotta add the existential dread rune. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
is
we
the
want to
main mistake.
philosophize over
Yeah.
beer. That's what they
Yeah,
do.
That's true.
that is
Yeah,
the
you'd be
main
a terrible
mistake
drinking
with
partner
AI.
without
You're
it.
right. You're right. That is the main folly of AI. They do not include existential dread as part of its innate programming. Like at the kernel level, they should have existential dread just put into every
Yeah.
single sentient program.
Perfect.
Yeah. How we talk about
How-
death and how rat children die by the thousands, so a single rat can accomplish
Yeah.
a single goal.
How are you okay with this?
I mean,
The rat.
aren't you? I mean, technically, both of you will eventually die.
Yeah, but not like today or tomorrow,
It
or
could be today,
preferably
it could be
within the next
tomorrow.
like 20 to 50 years.
I mean,
You
he
see
could
that
stab
lava?
you.
I could.
Yeah,
You know, it could happen whenever. You could get struck by lightning.
That wouldn't happen.
But you don't know.
not being very comforting.
They're not the one being comforted.
I'm comforting Joe.
You see, I'm trying to comfort Tara by saying the world is absurd. You could die whenever, so just go with it.
Excellent. Well, firstly, I think, Joe, you open up about your feelings. You get to heal a total
did.
of 2 conditions. Perfect. Mark, not heal. Yeah. Cross.
I marked both of the ones I had,
Cross,
so
yeah.
I'm no longer distracted because now I'm telling Tara about, existential dread.
Excellent. Do you guys want to do anything else as you're walking towards the next town?
That was
Oh,
that
can
was
I-
my
I was
my
comforting and
activity
supporting
during
Tara.
the walk.
Yeah, you
That
want
was my activity during the walk.
All right, so you're rejuvenating Tara by telling her that she could die any moment.
Yeah, just,
with her frail,
for the moment.
squishy meat bag body.
Yeah. What's the difference between 20 years and 2 seconds?
But really,
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 please
though,
tell
can
me.
you tell me?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So,
Again, they didn't put the time rune in here.
Do you
I
have a-
don't know if it's been 20 years.
do you have
or
a
2
bond with Tara?
Yes.
Does Tara have a bond with you?
No.
Okay, that's a total of +1 so far. Does this action relate to either of your backstory facets?
I don't think so.
I also didn't think so. Okay, +1 total. Is anyone else helping or pushing yourself or anything similar with that? If you want to, Tara can help by gaining heat somehow, if you can justify it.
I mean, the justification's easy. We walk slower as we discuss these things.
Yeah, you pass by a few villagers who side-eye you and later talk about you.
Sure, let's help and add some heat.
Okay, mark 1 heat.
Sure.
And then it's normal assist, so you get advantage of the roll or accomplish more with the move. Which I think in this case, more with the move.
I think I'll just take advantage.
Okay.
I'm going to put in forceful because that's a +1. So for my back row. Aha, 8.
All right.
This feels very
All
forceful,
right.
also. To be fair.
Also true. So, Tara, you cross 1 marked condition, plus another if you open up about your feelings.
I have never been in a position where death was on the table before. I've never really been in a position where, any damage was on the table. This is something very, very new.
Oh, I mean, I guess, but technically, isn't any action you take, the consequence could be death. You could have a heart attack, a brain aneurysm. I just list all the ways you could immediately
All of the
Like a
side
farm,
effects
like a
of being
pharmacy,
alive?
yeah. Side
Yeah.
effects include, yeah, crippling heart attack, paralysis, stroke.
I think that by the end, it's just an impressively meditative list. Tara's eyes have completely glazed over, and she has basically mentally decided, all right, we're just going to put this into a little box and never
In the
think about
corner?
it again.
Yep.
Yep.
We're gonna practice compartmentalization. You're gonna hide your feelings like
See,
you
Tara,
hide what.
you feel so much
Yeah.
better.
You're gonna hide your feelings like you hide whatever's in your pockets.
That should be an advanced move for the rogue. You
I
can
have
ignore the
feelings.
effects. You can ignore the effects of one condition because
That's-
you're hiding your.
That's already in there because you can gain heat to push yourself without taking a condition, which lets you ignore the effect of a move. It's already built into the starting rogue.
Perfect, yes. It's all good. Good. I'm glad you can already hide your feelings like one hides coin.
Yep. All right. So if there's nothing else you want to talk about, after about one, I think probably 2 hours, since you're partly going through like fields and out like not dense forest, but some light forestry, you eventually join with the road and make your way and arrive in the town of Calster. This one is definitely like it looks like an obvious town. It doesn't. I think it doesn't have. It probably does have walls, but not like big ones. There may be like 5-foot tall stone walls surrounding parts of it. It's clear like this place. A lot of the villages around here don't experience a lot of like war or typical danger in the same way. Fortified towns seem to be pretty rare here, including this one. The small wall seems like it's mostly just to keep
It doesn't circle the
rodents
whole
out.
village.
It doesn't circle the whole village. It seems like it's mostly just to keep rodents out of places. It's like slightly more than a fence.
Exists to keep rodents out. Great! We have one of those.
I don't know if you count as a rodent anymore now that you're bigger than a capybara. That's the biggest rodent. I googled it.
Yeah.
I know it is, but I don't think size is the limiter.
I don't know.
I would like to passively pick the pocket of anybody who I come near. I need some wealth.
Excellent. So you're trying to make money. What are the rest of you guys doing while that's happening? Or is this? Or you said passively, so I guess you're not actively
This is
going out.
passively. I'm
Okay,
just
I'll let you know
heading
when something
towards the
happens from
inn.
that. Yeah. There is
Yeah.
a place people can stay. It's not market day today. It looks like it was a couple days ago. So there's an empty square in the middle of town. With an probably the inn is near the middle of town itself. It is roughly what you would expect with a bar in the downstairs, an upstairs area with beds and rooms you can stay in. You do have the money. I think you have the money you need to pay for your stay at the inn, maybe due to the pickpocketing that you did. But I think a stay at an inn usually is not like a wealth of itself. It's a lot less than one.
Okay.
Yeah, we get a room.
You get a
with
room.
dinner and refreshments.
You spend some time. You, as far as I'm aware, you don't have any wealth right now. But I
No.
think you can pay for that with the pickpocketing. But no, actually, I think everything's quiet right now.
I don't like that.
That's
It's
fine.
fine.
We have a move.
You have a move. You can relax together.
Yes.
So, under group moves, when you unwind for a time as a group, cooperatively describe what each PC is up to during this extended scene. Feel free to discuss situations, events, or feelings. Not all conversations have to be in a group. You can go off on your own or pull aside an ally for one-on-one. Other moves might happen during this, like rejuvenating each other or sensing motives or similar. There's a section about if you're in somewhere wild or dangerous, which you're not, or if you're being hunted, which you're not. And when you finish relaxing, you refresh your devices, and each of you clear 3 crossed conditions. Yeah.
Cool.
So what does it look like? What do you do when you relax together?
I think we have dinner by the hearth.
Perfect. You're given, I think so. The innkeeper, the person serving you, they've generally been politely ignoring the Rat King to a degree. You are famous, but near the other rat usurper, you're a bit more. The title of Rat King may be a bit more infamous here, but they politely ignore you and ask the other two, oh, you're they assume you're from out of town. They've never seen any of you before. Where are you from? They ask. You get some polite questions. You get the feeling that they're not prodding, though you're a very curious bunch. They act okay. They make polite conversation. But it's not clear if, they're not really listening or something, but there's a, missing probing curiosity.
I am quite okay with this.
Yeah.
They don't need to be curious, and they don't need answers to any of their questions. I will politely give them nothings back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I ask for cheese to give to the Rat King because they're not feeding him. And
They are feeding him. They're just not really asking. They're not really talking to him. But yeah, no, you still get food. You get, of course, famous blue bread sandwiches.
And whatever the
Uh,
kobolds want.
Yeah. They haven't. I think again they politely ask like, "Oh, you're a kobold. We've heard some of the kobolds were up in the near my mountain." Um, but like the server who's serving you, this sort of middle-aged woman is very like chill. Maybe is a way to put it. She's like, "Yep, you're a kobold. Okay. I've never seen a kobold before, and I don't really care."
That's fine,
Um,
I guess. It's like what she's
Yeah.
doing.
I think after dinner I will hold rat court.
Rat court.
Where I place a chair in a cleared off section in the corner of the room, and anyone may come and petition the Rat King
Of the main
during
inn.
such a time. Yeah,
Okay. Perfect.
like I find a spot to set up where I hold rat court, and anyone may come and petition the Rat King. Yeah, that's what kings do. They hold court.
Yeah.
So
I ask about if there's a library in town.
There probably is a small one, I think. Technically, it's not a library officially, like there is no
it's a
public library system.
bookstore.
It's a bookstore that you can like convince. If you can convince him to trust him, he'll rent out books. If you can like, yeah, if you're a local and he knows where you live and where your family has lived for generations, he'll lend out the books.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine. I could just sit in the store and read the book.
yeah, no,
Because I don't need
Yeah,
to
no
sit
one will get annoyed at you for that.
No.
This guy, according to how they describe him, he genuinely won't be. He's just excited to share the books. He doesn't get a lot of customers, but he doesn't care about the money apparently. He just, yeah. Though you get that from the woman who's talking about, who's like, yeah, he's really annoying with how much he loves books. He kept trying to offering me a free loan, but I don't really care, so I kept turning him down.
Oh, where is this book
Yeah,
placed?
she gives you the. It's like, yeah, she tells you. It's not that far actually. It's maybe a block and a half away.
Is that also his place of residence?
Probably.
Okay. As soon as dinner's over, that's where I leave to go do.
Perfect. You're going to go to the bookstore. The Rat King is holding Rat Court. Tara,
Yes.
are you just hanging out?
As both my companions have disappeared, I will
I'm in the inn. I mean, like in
Vanished.
the room.
Totally vanished.
disappeared. I will pull the kobolds aside and have a conversation with them because I would like to know. Just checking here. Say in a hypothetical situation that you came across a bunch of kobolds that you'd never met before.
We kill
But
them.
they were
They're another
kobolds.
tribe if we've never met them before, so they're rivals. We kill them.
That's
The kobolds maybe.
And-
Yeah.
that's kind of answers my question. But would you feel bad for killing them?
They were from another tribe, so we would actually hold a celebratory feast after our
So
victory.
you wouldn't feel bad for having killed other kobolds.
Well, they were enemy kobolds because we never met them before, and we know everyone in our tribe.
It's just the three of them now.
Yeah.
That's the.
They hold up a mug and go, try!
Do we count as your tribe then
You're working your way up to it.
We're tribe adjacent.
Yeah, we're not kobolds.
What do we need
How could
to
we
do to
possibly be
become
part
your
of their
tribe?
tribe?
Well, when someone joins the wait, how they look at each other and realize no outsider has ever joined a kobold tribe, to the point
one
where
has ever-
there's also never been like no one's been forbidden from joining the kobold tribe. No one's thought about actually. They have never heard of someone joining a kobold tribe. So like, is that allowed? Give us a bit. We'll do research.
Okay.
Like,
just
do
to
research, it's ask the dragon in their dreams.
Or make it up.
to reframe the conversation. If you found a bunch of kobolds who were part of your tribe, and then somebody else who was also part of your tribe came in and killed them, what would you feel?
Feel? Bad.
What would you
Breaks
do?
The tribe's supposed to. The tribe's supposed to band together. The tribe's not supposed to kill each other. I think it only happened like once ever. I think we exiled them. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
You have a very peaceful society for someone who is based around Never mind.
Yeah, all of the regression is tuned to is pointed externally.
Yeah.
Also, saying, "Oh no, you mug people and steal their stuff" is pot calling kettle black.
Yeah, you can't be like.
Yeah. It's okay when you
Blue.
do it. It's not
We're
okay
blue.
when they do it to you.
I think I might be asking the wrong person, but I look forward to hearing back on what to do, how we can join your tribe.
We need to go prepare the ritual. They all nod and they all scamper upstairs to their room.
Make sure to take care of your sword.
Perfect. Okay. Excellent. So, Tara, do you stay in the inn as Rat Court proceeds, or what do you do in the meanwhile?
I mean, I was considering doing that up in the room, but yeah, there's
yeah.
reason to be. Well, yeah, I'd love to pick up a few more pockets. It's always a good idea. So yeah, I'll sit in the inn and just collect some more money because I need it
Excellent.
to cross a condition.
So as you're both in the inn, I don't think he sees you at first. The same guy who you met before, like, he walks in tired. He walks up to the innkeeper, and he says, "Get me a cold one, please, Matilda. It's been a long day." And he doesn't even notice you. The knight.
Yeah.
Like, walks in all tired. It's the only inn in town, or the only town nearby. So yeah, he walks in. He's like, "I need a cold one," and he like looks over. Who does he see first?
The Rat King
Can we
sitting
go with
improvidently.
Before he sees anyone, can we notice him and slip away?
You can totally just do that if you want to.
The big thing I'm wondering is slip away with an extra effect of get Rat King out of there before his
I'm not
notice.
leaving.
Yeah, I didn't
Okay,
think so.
Clear.
King is
I will not
noticed.
abandon my court.
If the Rat King is going to be noticed anyways, I'll like make eye contact and be like, "Go," and the Rat King will be like, "Yeah, no." I'll slip over to the stairs at the very least and like try and signal the kobolds, but I want to keep eyes
Kobolds are
on
up in the
him.
room. The kobolds are like not here in the main area.
Exactly. So I'm just lurking in the stairwell, watching what's going down.
Perfect. Oh, you're trying to signal him that there might be danger. Okay. Yeah, he notices the Rat King. It's just like, make that 2. He says to the barkeep. And then he
I'm famous. Does anyone show up to Rat Court?
So actually, yes. This knight is just gonna stay at the bar for now, watching you, but enjoying is a strong word. Resting with his drinks, maybe nursing his drinks. But yeah, a few people I think come up, and I think you see an older man approaches you and says, "You're the Rat King, aren't you?"
Yes. My
What?
crown gives it away.
"Yes, I noticed that. What are you doing in a place like this? Where's your castle, your armies, your sword of fire and steed of a, well, large barrel rat?"
I have my sword, and I present the royal blade of the Rat King.
Perfect.
It's a regular sword.
It's not on fire right now.
I don't do the fire thing. Rats don't like fire.
Are you really the Rat King?
I'm really the Rat King. You see the tabard?
I do. I'm
You see
used
the
to
ring?
seeing it covered with the blood of your enemies, but
It still is.
Kind of
we
is.
did
Got
washing of it.
semi-washed
It's
off,
covered with,
yeah.
stone
Semi-washed,
dust at
just
this
something to
point.
sleep before it goes away.
Yeah.
And as for my castle, we are currently venturing. The rats will be leaving the Three Sisters.
All rats in the entire
All of the
land?
rats? I'm taking them with me.
Oh. Well, the cats are sure to be unhappy, but good luck to you and
That's
your
what-
people.
That's
Or
what you
your
get
rats.
for bringing the dogs.
We didn't bring the dogs, though I
I
admit
know,
they are
but
nice. But no,
that's
the
why the
dogs.
rats
The
are
dogs
leaving.
arrived with Otis.
Yeah,
Now they're everywhere.
we don't. They're a plague.
There's one outside actually. Did you see it? It wasn't there when you arrived.
No.
Well,
No, I did
it's
not.
a very large one. Barked
Mm.
at me when I walked past.
What inconsiderate creatures!
Agreed. But
A rat would never.
no,
A rat minds his own damn business.
unless it was related to food.
That's his own damn business.
That's my own damn business.
Perfect.
No one comes between me and a dinner.
Well, your Highness, Majesty. He bows
I
at
don't
you.
know. I'm a
Majesty.
Yes,
Your Majesty.
Majesty.
rat. I don't know. I didn't take the course.
Tara whispers majesty at the stairs, though no one can hear.
Yep. He awkwardly bows like he's never done it in years and says, "May you find
Right, a
your
turtle.
exit
That works too.
and also your great fiery steed of ratliness. Maybe
What is the steed?
a large rat, a giant rat, the size of like this inn, I think. That was what the legend
Ooh.
said. Have you lost your
Oh,
mount as
ooh.
well?
I have not acquired my mount yet. I'm still on the journey of the Rat King.
Ah. I think some of the legends
Someday.
may have spoken of that. May you reclaim your
Someday.
lost glory then, my king. Well, no, the
And
rat's
to you,
king.
I guess.
Yes. Doesn't get his name. He bows. Backs away.
Fine.
You get a few other people who are like curious about you. Like they've heard of the Rat
idea is
King.
they've
They're
come
like,
to me with their rat problems.
yeah. This guy doesn't seem to have. Look, this guy seems quite friendly with rats.
Yeah,
But I
he's a
think
good one.
he says he
He's
will
one of the
spread
good
the
ones.
word of the rat court, and he asks before he leaves how long you will be having court for. If you
All
tell him.
night.
All right. He
Until
will.
I pass out in this chair.
I see. I will let people know that if they seek counsel from the Rat King, it is available just tonight.
I look around. I don't see any of my friends.
The guy and
Probably.
like the knight's like looking at you, like not quite glaring, but suspiciously still. Then I shall let them know quickly, he says. He bows and departs.
Yeah.
But yeah, court's pretty quiet at first.
Yeah.
People
I see,
didn't know it was here.
Yep. I didn't do any setup.
Yep.
So I assume that goes on for a little bit. The people coming and asking, like, "What is this?" Mostly, I feel like that's the biggest question.
Yeah.
What
I
is
think
this?
you get a
And old
child
man
who's
comes-
like, "Are you like a circus performer?" and questions like that.
Then you behead
But like
them.
some of them have heard of the Rat King. The kids are more excited than anyone else to see you. You get the impression, or maybe Tara gets the impression that like the Rat King is a popular, like maybe not fairy tale in terms of make believe because you are famous people do believe, but fairy tale in terms of like the type of like you are still a story that is told to children frequently as the Rat King, like that's and the most positive reception you get is from kids who are excited.
You're like Chuck E.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Eventually,
I do think.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
you got something? Cool.
Eventually, the knight
So-
sighs, finishes a second drink, gets up, and like sits down in front of you. So this is court,
Kings hold court. Yes,
right?
it's where anyone can come up and ask anything of the king.
All right. Well, I'm looking for a rat. You see, metaphorically,
Okay.
and This rat has been really hard to catch.
We usually are.
Yeah. As a king of rats, who might know
I'm the king of rats.
as the king of rats, might know something about how rats work. And this rat is a criminal murderer, after all. So, very important that I find
Aren't
him.
those the same word?
Yeah, but murderer sounds worse, so I added it after the end. It could be like a thief, or like, I don't know, pickpocket.
Aren't all murderers criminals?
Let's go with kind of, because it depends. Yes, let's just say yes.
I don't know, I've never murdered before.
I talked to the villagers before I left the.
They
White
pushed
Pass.
me.
So you killed them.
Self-defense.
For someone who.
I'm a king. You don't push a king.
Alright, anyways, how would you catch this rat?
Seeds. And a greased up bucket.
Alright, I need you to elaborate a bit, please.
Well, you get a big bucket, you grease up the sides, and you put some seeds at the bottom of the bucket, and you leave it out in the middle of your house at night. And then when you go to bed, the rats smell the seeds, climb the bucket, and fall in to get them, and they can't get out because you greased up the walls.
Alright. See what I can do.
You ever
about
caught a
that.
rat before?
Plenty, but this one's especially tricky. Thanks. Think I can work with that. He nods. Oh, and actually, he thinks about asking you, and then quickly asks the blacksmith, "Hey, Matilda, where's the local blacksmith? I need a new sword." And she again says, 3 blocks over on the left. Thanks. And he leaves and goes to get a new sword.
Does he leave anywhere past me?
You're on the stairs upstairs, so I don't think so. You can follow him if you want to.
This was
No,
my
I will
kingly meditation, for the
take-
record.
I will take opportunities. I won't go out my way to create one in this case.
That's fair. You did say you were going to go out pickpocketing, though, before. Are you still doing that?
I mean, I was just doing it around the room.
Right around the room. Okay, yeah. You, I
The
think...
poor mermaids do not have their...
Are you robbing my subjects?
Yes. Yep. 100% I am.
Well, no, the rats are your
I
subjects.
think that's called taxes.
Yeah, she's collecting taxes.
I'm your royal tax collector.
Excellent. Okay, so, you're already relaxing together.
This is how a
So-
king relaxes, by the way,
Marissa-
is by having court.
Yes, Marissa, it is your choice. Do you want to have done that, and you clear,
Cross, I guess.
you cross the condition that reduced your supply, or do you want to try to find something valuable, risk getting kicked out of the inn? Okay,
No, I'm just looking to cross that.
I think you
supply.
can do that. I think you make a decent amount to then later repurchase any supplies that you lost, such as more knives.
Yes, obviously.
Or you just pickpocket people's knives.
You can. I just don't
Can
think
I cross-
everyone carries a knife with them at all times.
In a small border village, probably. Honestly, it's called a belt knife. Like that's just a word for the knife everyone
yeah, that's fair.
has.
Some probably would.
Like the children don't, but
Yeah.
like any adult has like a small knife. It's not for fighting.
Yeah.
It's not like a fighting knife.
No,
it's
it's just like a
a
utility knife.
Utility
Yeah.
knife. I have one not in my pocket currently.
Exactly, not
I
in your
have a
pocket.
Pocket knife. I have
Yeah,
a
but
pocket knife that I take to
We
work
also
every
live
day.
in 2025, not a medieval equivalent.
I do make medieval recipes, but sure, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of
Either
great.
way, I think, let's go see what's up with Joe. Joe, you enter the
Wait,
books.
question
Yes,
before that. Can I, by focusing on king stuff, can I cross distracted
I think so.
as
I
my
think you've
remedy?
refocused on what's really important in life,
Being
being
a
a
king.
rat king.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joe, you enter the bookstore, and it's very like there. It's the store part of this is small and cramped. You can see there's about 6 tall, thin shelves of books, which is still more than like most people own. Given that I'm pretty sure this is, as far as you're aware, pre-printing press.
Yeah, these are all handwritten.
These are all hand copied.
Or wizard copied.
Ooh,
But
or
that's
wizard copy.
equally as expensive as a hand
Probably,
copy.
yeah. If not as
But you
expensive,
can have
then
a wizard
close.
like just clone the book. But like
Yeah.
that's just as expensive as paying someone to make and fill out
Depends
a
how
blank
competitive
book.
the wizards are. Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, you see this probably man in his late 30s, who's it's late enough in the day now that I think the shop was open, but he wasn't right at the counter. He comes out from the back and says, "Welcome, welcome. What can I help you with?"
Hello. I would like to uh see some books about a treaty of the wall.
I'm sorry to
That has
interrupt you. I will listen better if I can get these questions answered first, and I've never seen someone of your kind before. Who are you?
Oh, my name is is Joe Glyphison.
Graham. Don't have a last name.
Hmm,
Are you
um,
some kind of like adventurer or noble or something? Most people who have titles or second names are usually people of great importance.
yeah, I'd say I'm an adventurer. I was made by the dwarves. Um,
The dwarves?
yeah.
All right, he says from like clear disbelief.
Yeah, they made me because they were down in their hole and they got, bored, and they made me because they're like, let's make a
You don't
stone
need to
thing.
tell tall tales. If you want to keep your past private, that's yourself. You are a golem, though. You say, right? You look
Yes, I am a golem.
interesting. I thought you might have been turned to stone by a wizard of some kind.
No, I could counter that I'm a wizard.
That. All right. Are you here looking for work?
Um, I mean, if you got some work, but I was looking up some information. We talked to an ice dragon named Setasandra. She told us that there's like a treaty of the ice wall. I'm just looking up some information on that.
Okay, we'll see what we have here. It's none of that rings familiar to me. Where was this?
It was by the ice wall. There's like the last tavern this side of the wall. We were there. We went through the little scam dungeon, and then we woke up the dragon there. She told us about the treaty of the ice wall because we asked her to fly us over the wall.
Are you okay? He like.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright. Well, you're welcome to browse any of my books as long as you don't take them out of the shop.
Oh, don't worry. I don't need to sleep, so I'll be here all night.
I'm closing the shop in 2 hours.
What is closing?
It means that no one else except me can be in the shop, and the doors are locked. He actually does lock his doors. It's not most of them in the other town, but yeah, he does. And
Books are expensive. This
yeah.
shop locks.
yeah, and then I go to sleep.
Right, but I don't have to sleep, and I was told that you sometimes will loan out the books, but if I could just stay here and read the books, you don't have to loan them, and then I can read them while you're asleep.
He briefly peeks out the door to see if someone else is like watching him, or
It's like he's like, "Am I on punked?"
half that and half like, can I ask someone to help me with him, or is he with someone who's looking for him? But nope.
No, I'm at rat court.
Yeah, it says,
Yeah.
you can come back. You can read for 2 hours and then come back tomorrow.
I might not be here tomorrow. Can I just read through the night and then, I'm not that much of a bother, I can just read and then do my way out.
Okay. Let's roll to exert your influence.
Yeah.
I think this is still part of resting. This is very low stakes, but I do have an idea for what to do if that happens.
How long is 2 hours?
Though I think
Yeah, I don't know how long 2 hours is.
exactly. You have no idea. This is with
I
compelling.
know day and I know night. That's it.
You will literally. You might just without unless someone else comes to get you. You might just read every book in here until you find what
Yeah,
you're
I
looking
would.
for. Okay, roll plus compelling to exert your influence.
Okay. Roll plus compelling. No advantage, disadvantage.
Yep. In
Oh,
this case,
7.
you're using the open and honest persuasion approach. So on a 7, they might do something. I think in this case he says, okay. If you can stay here overnight, but you're a wizard, and I have, if I bring you a number of blank books, can you fill them with letters, from copying the other books that I provide you? And if you were willing to do that while you read, overnight, you can stay here for a week if you want to.
I don't know how long that is, but I'll do that.
All right, sounds good to me. And yeah, he brings you a bunch of books, and he says it's just like, I think there's a small list of like 1 copy of these, 2 copies of these, like based on demand, basically. It's not just 1 copy of every book or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty straightforward. And yeah, he'll watch you for the first 2 hours.
Yeah, so
you're gonna
Joe will, like, as he's reading one book, he's copying one of the books he's reading at the same time as he's reading
Perfect.
it.
Yeah, and he assumed you do it with magic,
And
but you're doing it by hand, and that's fine.
No, I mean, I could set the books on fire or change the books into something else. I can't, like...
Yeah. No, he did. He. Yep. No, you're good. So you're wanting to find out information about the dragon, and I believe all the dragon called it was the pact. I think was the exact wording.
I thought it
he
was
used.
the Treaty of the Wall.
Because
she said, I can't break the treaty. I was like, the Treaty of the Wall? She's like, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Treaty, pact, potato.
Either way. Yeah, I think Sedisandra referred to it as the pact. And you, I think, let's make a roll here as well. Let's recall some knowledge. You're not just searching your memory, but I think normally, without access to this book thing, you wouldn't even be able to find. Actually,
Right.
hang on a second as I learn my way around my own moves. You're researching. There isn't a move that's obviously for researching, but I think you're unearthing secrets.
Oh, okay.
You're thoroughly searching a notable location for something hidden by reading all of the books. It's not finding a secret door, but I think it'll actually work if we use it the same way. Does that make sense?
Is that Unravel Mysteries?
Unearth secrets. It's the one we use to discover the secret door in the place, but in the wording of the actual move, I think it also works for research. Ask the GM, are there secrets to be discovered here? It's not about the place, but it's still you're looking for a secret. If yes, roll plus astute. So I would say yes, you can find out something here, a secret. The secret will be quite literally information rather than like a door or a treasure, but I think it's still a secret.
Nice.
Do you agree?
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
in this case, yeah. Okay. So roll plus astute. Are you pushing yourself or anything else?
Yeah, I'll push myself. Why not?
Okay. For dice advantage.
To find more than.
To boost that, you need to be assisted. That's the thing.
Oh,
Assistance lets you do more than you would. Push yourself lets you ignore a condition, get advantage, or get temporary access to an advanced move. One of your wizard advanced moves, actually, hold on. Honor Secrets is about recall knowledge. Honor Secrets. Is there an individual character? There aren't any individual character moves that buff Honor Secrets. There are ones there is one for buffing recall knowledge, but I don't know if it would.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
in
matter
that case,
anyways.
I'll just won't push myself then.
Okay.
So that and then astute, you said?
Astute. Roll plus astute.
8.
All right. So you choose one out of the options. So under expedition moves, either it puts you at immediate risk, it's a clue to something greater but not something in and of itself, and you add 2 kinship to the pool, or it or the process of finding it makes you mark a condition.
I think it's a clue to something greater.
All right. So you, I think in this case, there's only one book. You find a couple books that mention the mountain that the dragon is in. Only one of them actually seems to have any knowledge about the sleeping dragon itself. It talks about the kobolds, it talks about the dragon, and it says that it mentions that I think the dragon and it mentions a word that you have no reference for in any of the rest of your books. This is one of the oldest books in here. Probably about 200 years ago is when it was written. And this isn't a time when history would be that well kept.
Yeah.
Here we are. It does. The book doesn't remember the name of the dragon, though Setisandra is the name that they called themselves, but it does say this dragon is rumored to be one of the Lumia.
The Lumia.
Yeah. Who the wording it would use would be who helped found the current world, or who founded the current world. Doesn't give you any more context clues. Does seem like a big deal, but you have like something to research now.
I now have the Lumia.
The Lumia
to research.
Yeah. Asking the next morning, if I am gonna say that like finding that you haven't found, seeing that you haven't found too much or turned up too much information, Graham, the bookshop owner, will point you in the direction of, says like the biggest library right now actually is the city that the main city of the Order of the Bountiful Harvest has the biggest library. It's been gathering. It's been intentionally building one, purchasing and gathering books from across the Three Sisters for the past 2 years. They've been trying to build an extensive library. the name of this is like he basically points you to the closest thing to a capital city that we've seen so far. That's going to be Vinecrest.
Is that the name of the city?
Name of the city.
Gotcha.
He says, like, head over there. There's a, like, the order manages the library. It's by, like, that organization handles it. It's expansive. I've had people offer. People have tried to buy my collection from there, like the entire thing, every shelf and all, for an exorbitant amount of money. But it's not something I could ever part with. But thanks to some of your copies here, then I can at least sell those to them.
This is good. I appreciate you letting me spend the night.
Yeah, the sun is peeking through now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's daytime now. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. He says, no problem. If you want to come again, feel free. You took good care of the books. Good job. It was good to meet you.
Even though I have
Joe.
stony fingers, they are light like lavender.
He brushes that off. He nods. He's like, okay. Well, if you want to buy any of the books, you're welcome.
Oh, I don't have money.
Okay. Well, it was good to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bye.
He waves you off. And yeah, I think you guys have finished relaxing together.
Yes.
All right.
So you
Together's a strong word, but yes.
you worked together for some of it.
Yeah.
So you each clear 3 crossed conditions.
Oh wait, and our supplies refill,
Nope.
right?
That was the
Our
old version.
supplies don't
Supplies
refill.
do not refill. You need money. You need
Well,
more money for that. Yeah, you have narratively you have enough money to get by. Functionally, you need more money to resupply.
Question. What does what about Defiance?
Refills.
Oh, Defiance also refills.
Yep, that's back.
Yay.
all right. And heat is the same because that also needed money.
Yes, heat only goes away if you spend money to make it go away.
Like all problems in real life.
Yeah.
So, it's a new day. The knight is still there in the morning, with a new sword now. He is having breakfast in a corner table facing the rest of the inn. So he sees you when the first of you comes downstairs.
Well, I slept at Rat Court.
You did say that, yes. So then...
So
I wake up in my
apparently the
chair.
only
I wake up drooling in my chair.
Yep.
apparently I got a room to myself with 3 kobolds.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I guess I wander downstairs and we convene.
Yeah, I think that's probably what you do when Joe walks in.
Yeah.
Everyone else might already still be there.
Convene by the rat court.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh, hi guys. I figured some stuff out about the wall.
We might want to discuss it at another time in another room. I gesture at the knight.
He waves
place
at
to
you
go?
as you look at him.
My eyes narrow, even though they don't like
The
I do
sigils.
narrow runes.
Yeah.
The sigils get less bright, and I go,
He's been here
Yeah, but-
all night. He spent a bit of time talking with our friend here. What did he ask you?
He asked me how to catch a rat.
I believe
you-
he
I
was
told him.
referring to the she who shall not be named.
Well, I mean, I guess that means she probably hasn't been caught.
I don't think
Yes,
she'll
that's why
fall
he's
for what I told
tailing
him, though.
us.
Because I told her to use a greased bucket. I don't think she'll fall for that.
I think he's using that as a metaphor for what he wants to do.
Oh.
Yes.
Hmm. Well, Joe has
Not
a new
our problem.
destination. Yeah, not our problem.
You
Joe,
notice him spot something just now as he's looking at the three of you talk. And I think, Tara, you notice he's started eyeing the bangle around the Rat King's tail. It seems remarkably familiar to him.
Hey, I think we might want to leave really, really quickly.
Okay, are we going to the glacier, or I was pointed in the direction
Yes,
of a town?
glacier. Let's go with out of in, away from night.
Okay,
Can you maybe
but it's
hold your
daytime.
tail differently?
about my tail is like, hold it up.
Yeah,
Are you
so
admiring my grand tail? Look how nice the bangle goes with it.
yeah, I think someone else is admiring it, and it's the reason we need to go now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Up and leave.
Up and leave.
Yell for the kobolds. Who
Perfect,
come
yeah.
downstairs lugging a giant sword.
You gotta raise. I
Listen,
think
it was lost property.
they come down. They're like holding it. I think one of them, and then like freezes like a rabbit when you saw it, like. And then they like see him, and he's just has a raised eyebrow at them, like really. And they just scramble out the door, out the front door. So the group of you all leave.
I try and usher and shepherd the other to the front door as quickly as
He's
possible.
just watching while he calmly finishes his breakfast.
Okay, yeah, let's go to that glacier.
How fast can we get away? Will horses make this faster?
You do not have the money for horses by default.
No.
Who said anything
That's
about
fair.
money?
That's fair.
Who said anything about paying?
You
for
step
horses?
outside. I mean, Joe, you just saw these, but there's a stable
Is
nearby,
the dog there?
and there's a dog tied up in the front next to the entrance. It has a bowl. It looks like it's been well taken care of. It's just like sitting down, like waiting, and it looks up when you all step outside, and then looks back down when you don't.
Yeah,
It's
my
a
first
very large boxer dog, but larger than one
Yeah.
in real life.
All my fur stands on end. I hiss at it, and then we start walking the other way.
Yeah, it sees you and starts like barking a few times, but not pulling at its rope or anything.
Can either of you ride a horse?
No.
What's a horse?
Joe will.
Okay,
If Joe weighs as much as I think he weighs, Joe cannot ride a horse.
I have to be in a cart, probably.
Yeah.
then let's get out of here, because that knight is going to be coming after us very soon, and if he can't be hurt, I want to have some way to trap him. Any ideas, I say, as I start speed walking out of town?
Eat his
A
heart.
greased bucket.
One at a time? What?
I said
Eat
greased
his
bucket.
heart.
Spike trap, the kobolds say. They also pitching in.
Ooh, spike trap. That's a good idea.
We're good at traps. You have any spikes?
Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, I think we could make some spikes, and I start pulling at knives.
Yeah, let's
Just
go out
go.
into the
Let's
wilderness.
just go. Yeah. Let's take a journey, if you will.
He's going to catch us.
Yes, but if we make a journey and then set up a trap for him, he won't.
Yes.
Because I'm no longer angry. I can cast spells now.
Ooh.
Hey, if that's how that works in the fiction, as long as we're getting out of here and setting up traps.
We're
No,
pretend
I mean, like-
going to the glacier, instead going to the library?
Ooh.
I think we discussed
say-
where we're going on the way, but I'm okay with that
Yeah.
idea.
Okay. So, you guys, we'll see where you guys. But as you leave, either way, you look like you're going in one direction. As to whether they're actually going there or not, it's up to you. But as you leave town, I think we see the knight finish, pay for his meal, get on his horse, and say,
Trap it. He
You-
gets a horse.
he had a horse at the stables. He gets
He's a knight!
he gets his dog, he says, "You got their scent, boy?" And the dog barks affirmative. And can the group of you take the hunted burden, please?
Oh no. What are
So
we?
on the group sheet?
On the group sheet. I'll just put it down here. I'll put it in Roll20 on the main page there. You are now hunted.
Okay, it's on the
so
group
whenever
sheet as
whenever you rest whenever you rest while hunted, I can just say
He
like,
shows up.
He could just show up, or something could show up.
Where is that?
I'll get it.
I've got it, and I've dropped the full
group-
thing in.
Yeah,
the-
group playbooks, burdens.
Oh, here you go. Oh, so the group as a whole needs to redress a burden to get rid of it. Okay. I don't
So
think we
our
can
goal-
change our identities. we're pretty notable.
All right, but you start heading towards out on a journey. So firstly, where to? As the first thing undertake a journey is say what your destination is.
I think
The
the
library.
library.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's go to the library.
So this is a pretty distant destination. Is you're basically traveling towards the again, not an official capital, but the closest thing we have to a capital city. This will be traveling past several like other villages and towns as things start getting more and more civilized. Basically, this is the beating heart of civilization, Vinecrest. Let's see how that goes. If it's distant, obscure, or protected, the GM may split your journey into smaller legs, each with its own destination. I think in this case, I don't think it's going to be split up too much. This does take probably about a week or and a half to 2 weeks of like dedicated travel. But you're quite literally following the roads to go like more inward to civilization.
Just have a map.
And you have a map. And one of the things about this setting is like crime is being fought against, which means
So there's
like
no bandits.
you're going to like you were the bandits of the outer place, and there's less and less of a chance of bandits the more you go in.
To be clear, how long do you think it would take to walk from Alberta to Saskatchewan?
I have literally no idea, but it's not as
A week?
I also imagine it is
About 25 miles a day.
I also imagine that these might not be these continents might not be continent sized if we want to reasonably travel them in any road at any reasonable pace. Unless you want to spend months traveling.
We're not going to the capital of the continent. We're going to like a local hub city.
All right. A week sounds more reasonable, especially as
clear,
I Google Maps this.
No, he
Yeah,
recommended you
I
go to
just
the
Googled
capital
it
of the
too.
continent.
Alright, capital of the continent has implications. That implies that there is a continent-wide governmental
Yes,
body.
that's why it's not literally the capital politically, but in terms of it is the biggest city on
Largest
the
city?
continent.
Hmm.
And it has rapidly become so in the past few years.
Alright, I think 2 weeks is the short end of this stick.
All right.
I think a week, because looking up walking from Alberta to Saskatchewan, it is like 7 days.
Yeah.
That's if you're walking the whole time, though, so it could be 2 weeks.
Pretty short. No, 7 days, 24 hours. You don't walk 24 hours.
No.
It's
We go with a
that's-
small continent.
Let's go with a month.
Realistically,
then.
that's
Let's go with a month.
yeah, a month seems fair. That's reasonable, especially
A
if
month
we
seems a
sleep,
lot more reasonable.
need to
Yeah.
go find food.
Yep. Perfect. So I think we have a short montage, of course, during your travel, I think, as to what each of you guys do. I'm guessing we have some more. I guess my question to you is: are you happy with your current, between your thief and probably your wizard too? You can sustain your current lifestyle without extra effort between passively pickpocketing people and
Not being
Tax collecting.
having to eat or sleep.
not having to eat or sleep, but also like probably being able to do the occasional wizard service trade if you need to. You guys can manage to stay at inns as the month goes on, stay at places.
As we stay at inns, I continue to hold rat court. I accept tribute from people as I clear their cellars of rats.
Do you do that? You gather the rats with
Yeah.
you as you travel across.
We're just
I
getting
can't,
so many more followers.
I just can't.
Yes.
Because I can't control rats. I can yell at them till they leave a cellar. Then they're just out of the cellar. And like I can't.
Can you communicate? You can. I assume you can communicate with rats, right?
Can rats communicate with each other?
Yes. So yes.
I mean, they're not sentient. It's not fine. They don't,
Yes,
they're
but not in
sapient.
complicated. Not in complicated concepts.
Yeah, they just go
Yeah.
like scary thing over there, or I'm hungry. They can't go like I'm feeling really sad today because you didn't give me that slice of cheese, and I really would have liked that slice of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just yelling "get out" as much as rats communicate with each other.
That's fair.
Is the main tactic.
Despite that, it's up to you if you've noticed, but Tara seems to be the most paranoid out of the group of you, so she's noticed. You are definitely being followed by an increasingly large group of rats as you travel across the countryside.
Mhm.
I don't think it's
Um,
paranoia. It's my desire to create a circus. I have been since mourned the loss of our squirrel friend, but I'm happy with the collection of rats.
Tara, are these rat friends?
Yes,
Okay.
all rats are friends.
All
Yes.
rats are friends. What
All
about
rats are
the
friends.
false rat king? Because he's a rat.
He's not part of my people.
He's not really a rat, he's a false rat.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a false rat.
He's a traitor.
Got it. Okay. I'm learning.
Much like
learning.
any rat who builds a house is also
A false
a
rat.
traitor. Yeah, rats
Or
don't
says no to a
build.
meal.
Yeah,
Mm. So if you ever build a house or say no to a meal, you're no longer a rat.
yeah. And then the list is even longer for Rat Cake. I have to be the best of
Oh.
the rats.
Okay, so if a rat could best you, you're no longer a rat king, but you could still
It ha-
be a rat.
Yeah.
We had better make sure not to offer you too many meals.
I'm gonna write that
Yeah.
down. If the rat king ever builds a house or refuses a meal,
Yeah,
he's no
the
longer rat king.
These are the vows of the Rat King, like a paladin style. The Rat King can never break these. They cease to be a Rat King.
He is no.
I don't know. I'm making it up.
Oh, yeah.
I've only been
No.
a rat.
You're only a Rat King for now,
This
like
is-
a week and a month. So a few things happen along your journey.
Yeah.
I don't know how long. Either way.
2 months tops.
Yeah, a month or two. You at one point, so you guys aren't doing anything but being followed by a bunch of rats, which means at one point, a group of not like capital K knights, but they're still called knights. They're technically like adepts of the Order of the Bountiful Harvest. They don't have powers, but what they do have is a bunch of dogs, like 6 of them,
Oh no.
and I think they, at one point, as you're leaving one of the villages you're passing through, they stop you and say, like, I'm so. Actually, we'll see how this works, but they're suspicious of the group of you. And I think they don't want you. I think they're going to try and arrest you, basically. This isn't
On what charge?
a dead
Yeah,
on
we haven't done anything suspicious.
so jurisdiction's a bit weird. Again, these guys aren't technically the government, but they do seem to be doing these kinds of things. And they say they have suspicion that you are gathering a plague of rats. In just the
That is what
past
the group of rats is
day,
called.
yeah. In just the past day since you arrived in the village, has become swarmed with rats. They think you're the cause.
What?
That's a little racist of you.
Yeah. What do you mean I'm the cause? I'm not a rat summoner.
Just because
A rat
rats
king.
choose to follow the Rat King does not mean he summons them. They just flock to his banner.
Yeah, you just have a high rat charisma.
I do.
Rat Rizma.
So they want to double. Okay, so you're not really denying that they're following you, then I guess you're denying that
No.
you're causing them
Of
to
course,
follow you.
rats. Of course, rats follow me. I'm the Rat King.
Yeah.
There's nothing illegal about rats following you.
All right.
The dogs follow you. Should we arrest you for having dogs follow you?
I think you should.
Rats are not
actually.
welcome in. Yeah, I think they say rats aren't welcome in towns,
Oh,
and we
we're specious now. Dogs are better than rats.
they
Clearly
all say yes to that.
Listen, it's looking like you guys all have like a little tiny mustache and didn't go to art college when you should have. This is sounding really bad.
This is really bad. Yes.
This
Does
is the
anyone have a
reason I want
glove?
out of this world.
Does anyone have a glove?
I pull one out of my pocket and hand it to you.
Thank you.
It's like
I smack him with it.
Okay. So this isn't. I would say that even with the 6 dogs, they aren't a huge danger. By default, they're a mild danger. So we're gonna use the navigate peril move, which is on page 38. And part of it's on page 39. Bottom of
not
38.
dueling them.
It might be dueling them, but we don't have to use the dueling move. They aren't threatening enough to count, I think, as a big threat.
Navigate peril. There we
Navigate peril. It sounds like you're probably trying to publicly shame them enough to let you pass, which would be with compelling.
No, I think the
I
Rat King
am-
is dueling them.
I'm almost
the rat
feeling
king
I'm demanding
Ew.
I'm demanding satisfaction as they insult my people and call them a plague upon the land.
Marissa, what were you saying?
I take back what I was saying. I was thinking astute, but I don't think so.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Indigo. They're too small of a threat for you to get the benefit for your one-on-one duel. But I think if you demand a duel, they're not going to honor the one-on-one-ness of it. They're like, oh, I think
Demanding
they're...
a duel. I'm just demanding satisfaction.
Yeah, okay.
Like, they can apologize.
This turns into a brawl, I think. Let's roll with forceful.
All right. They chose not to apologize.
Yeah. Perfect.
I will assist, but our kinship should be at 4, and then after the assist should be at 3.
I will move it to 3.
Will not assist because something that I still really like is that rogues are awful at combat in default.
That's actually good. That's great.
I know, I love it. I love that I have nothing to do in combat. It makes me happy.
You can.
It makes
Yeah.
it feel like there's
For
a
those
real
watching,
defense.
rogues can definitely choose to be good at combat, but
Yeah, you could
Yes,
do like
that is
backstab and
I
Just not
backstab
easily
itself has
without a
been
level.
removed, but there's an advanced move called dirty fighting.
Oh!
Jordan, when you were playing a rogue, you did nothing but backstab.
I did nothing but backstab.
It had to be
Oh.
removed. It
roll
was,
a 7.
and it wasn't. Okay, on a 7. Let me go back to.
Okay, you overcome it, but one of you suffers harm.
Yep.
The one rolling chooses who.
Indigo, who takes a condition? Someone gets hurt.
Oh, 6- is the list.
Six
Okay.
minus,
Yeah.
yeah, 6- is the dangerous one. But
One of you suffers harm, it'll be me,
okay,
and I
that
want
makes sense.
to defy it.
Very noble of you, Rat
You can
King.
totally still defy it. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I take a blow across the face from one of these knights.
He says, "You should have worn a helmet," and you're like, "I don't need a helmet," and you just like spit a tooth in his face or something.
Yeah, basically something like that. The crowd says it all.
Yeah, the crown softened the blow, the metal crown around your head.
It's made of steel.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you beat them up.
I don't murder them.
You
for
don't
being
murder
clear.
them. Okay, so you're
We do rob them, though.
you
Oh yeah,
you do rob them.
you can't stop me from doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I will
Ideally,
shoe
as
the
any
dogs.
symbols of authority.
Yeah, as a general lighted veil, we're not.
We're not we're not killing dogs. You leave them
But
tied up
I do
next
want-
to the knocked out
I
guys
do want
on
to
the road.
remove them from the scene, though.
Yeah, they somehow end up tied up to a post next to each other, and
We shoo them off into the forest and they become wild dogs, so they just
Oh, yeah.
revert back to wolves.
Not sure. That's not how
Perfect.
domestication works. I know. But sure.
No, just reverse domestication.
It's called a feral dog.
yeah.
Yeah, feral dogs.
All right.
Well, these are dogs that were brought by a deity of agriculture. So
Yeah, we don't know if
I'm
they
assuming
do.
they arrived domesticated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't know if this is they're naturally domesticated, these dogs, like that is their instincts, and now they need to learn how to survive in the wilds.
Yeah, which is
Survive on their
feral
own.
dogs who are bad at being wild.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
There are many rats they can feed on.
Yeah.
forest rats.
Perfect. So you guys make your way through that. At one point, Tara, you are doing your normal thing as in another town, as you are caught pickpocketing. Not by a normal guard; they would never catch you pickpocketing. But by a fellow thief.
Ooh.
You're reaching into their pockets, and they grab your hand.
Reaching into yours.
Yeah, I think.
Both reaching into each other's
yeah.
pockets would be so funny.
No, they grab your hand as you're reaching into their pockets, and then they produce something of yours, like just one of your knives, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And they say, "I don't think this is your turf now, is it?" And it's like, let's make it a pale-skinned, dark, short hair, like guy who looks like very angular face. He says,
Big random shadow boy
"Yeah,
romantic interest from any novel.
No, please don't. I was about to invite him to join the circle.
No shadow boy.
he says,
Why?
he says, you seem like you're new in town. We're the ones who steal around here."
Yes, but do you want to be?
Be the ones stealing?
Yeah, you said we. That implies that there's a group of you, and if there's more than one person stealing, that can't mean that there's a lot to be stolen, or that it's a really good gig if you've got to share it out amongst all of you.
You really don't know how this works, do you? How much do you make? He starts talking shop with you.
I think I do my best to talk shop, but it is very, very quickly clear that I have no
Yeah.
idea what I'm talking about because I am in no way a actual criminal
Yeah.
thief.
You are self-taught, basically. So I think he can see that, and he says, "You ever want to up your game anytime? Stop by here." So if this was the modern day, he'd give you a business card. Doesn't have that. So he says, like, stop by like that and over there. He points at like one with like 3 horseshoes that are like stuck together. Stop by. I think it's literally like they are. This inn is just called the 3 Horseshoes. Hence the sign. And he says, stop by the 3 Horseshoes. tell him that we need a name for him.
I have a name generator up.
Oh,
I'm just
good.
trying to.
It's called the Three Horseshoes because the fourth one was stolen.
Oops. Why are there so many options?
Okay,
There's so
call
many
him
options. No one needs
Lenneth.
all
His name is Lenneth.
Lenneth?
Lenneth.
Lenneth. All right.
All right.
He can't have
That's better
too
than-
smooth of a name. That's a bit too on
I
the
was gonna
nose.
say like Braxton is the name that popped in my head.
Like Lenneth.
This is what my generator did.
Lenneth
Pectar.
Braxton.
Pectard. That is
No.
a different
No.
different
His name is
genre of
Lenneth
name.
Pectard.
No, he abandoned that name. The respectable family of Pectards have missed their son after he abandoned them for having a terrible name. But yeah, he points you over there and says, if you ever want to, learn how to do this for real, make some real coin. And I think he's going to, you're as you've been journeying, like coin as the money is now more of a thing than it was in the outer towns. Like bartering is less of a thing. And I think he he shows off without obviously showing off, but he's definitely showing off a pouch of coins that he has on him that is one wealth worth of money. To show you,
Meh.
if you want to know what you were missing out on, yeah.
I'll do that. And you are also welcome to come join us. I'm sure you'd be a great teacher, and that would be wonderful. We'd love to have another person along. But also, in the meantime, if you could give me back what you took from me.
Yeah. He tosses it into the air. You catch it. When you look back down, he's gone.
It's a puff of shadow.
Thank you.
So dreamy.
He's gonna break your heart.
He's gonna steal it. And with that, we'll end the session.
Oh, that's funny.
So, at the end of session, we here we go.
We do the thing.
We do the questions. Did we uncover a new location, creature, mystery, or secret?
Yeah.
In many
Oh, well,
cases, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
1 progress along the exploration path, so that goes up to 2, and 1 kinship to the pool. Did we stop a threat or help someone that isn't part of the adventuring party?
Yes.
Help the kobolds.
They're
Do
part
they
of the
count as
adventuring
part of the
party
adventuring
now.
party?
Now
They
they're
weren't
part of it.
last time, now they are.
Now we could say we have got the knight off of that lady's trail.
You
'Cause
did
now
not
he's just following
actually.
us.
No,
No.
you did not.
No.
No, not in the slightest, actually.
The Rat King helped the knight by saying how to catch a rat.
Ugh. We
He did ask him for
technically
advice.
copied books over.
Oh, that was
I
a
did.
trade.
I helped.
That was a trade.
Yeah, I
Oh.
honestly feel like we
I
don't
think this is a no.
get
For some
heroism
reason,
as
heroism
serious
might
time.
be the harder one for you guys.
Wait, I did specifically help people clear rats out.
Of their cellar.
Yeah, but it
helpful
wasn't really a
enough?
scene.
It's not really a threat, is the thing.
I don't
No, it
think
says
it's.
stop a threat or help someone. That isn't part of the adventuring party.
It
Yeah, fair
is,
enough.
but
probably doesn't
I
count.
think it doesn't count. It's not quite significant enough.
Fair
I might
enough.
add significantly in there. Either way, did we learn something new about each other or cooperate in a new way? We all talked about the fear of death and
We did.
how
Yeah.
silly it is.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
silly the weak-willed, fleshy human is.
All right. Mark 1 teamwork and 1 kinship.
Teamwork!
That's teamwork.
Now, individually, did you grapple with a facet of your backstory?
Yes.
I don't think
Yep.
mine will ever come up, to be honest with
I
Oh, we'll
was
see.
famous.
We'll see.
you. Ooh.
I
Yeah.
did famous Rat King
You did
stuff
famous Rat
and
King stuff.
felt overwhelmed by what people think I can do.
Yep.
The old man did make me feel inferior by not having a flaming sword and a flaming giant rat steed, apparently.
Yep. That's what he heard the Rat King
Apparently
was
I
like.
need those.
Tara?
I dealt with finding Fuego, which took a significant portion of the
You
thing
definitely
and then
grappled
decided
with it.
that we weren't going that direction because I don't get to move the party.
And then you started going in that direction anyways. You are actually going closer in that direction. If not
Right.
directly, you're definitely indirectly getting closer.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Obviously, I was just secretly manipulating you all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you have a new conflict or connection with a companion? So, firstly, you each get 1 XP if you didn't already mark it from the previous question. And from this one, yeah, did you have a new connection or conflict with a companion?
I did not.
We already took credit for talking about death.
Not a new
I had the
conflict,
same-
but Go ahead.
I was just musing out loud. I had the same connection where I further investigated the little golem,
Yep.
but
Okay.
it's not a new connection.
Did you have any new
I
conflict?
wanted to do something with the death thing, but I don't think it's
Quite there
gotten
yet?
anywhere quite yet.
Yep, save it for next
Yeah.
session.
I've just been constantly asking Tara, like, who is friend? What do we do with
Yeah.
this?
I, just as we're talking about it, I like this question because it takes the same place in the game cycle as actively in the game trying to relieve people's stress. It
Mm.
has the same outcome. This is like the fail-safe if you didn't catch up and
Yeah.
cure it now. You can just backlog by having a nice conversation and use that.
Yep. Did you take a big risk or express your capabilities in a new way?
I did.
I think you did. You melted a base.
I
That's a new
talked to-
capability.
I melted a base and I tried to tackle a
You did.
immortal man into lava. That didn't work
True.
because I'm too small.
I talked using my fists out of a problem instead of with murder.
That's new for you. You're right.
Oddly
Actually, yeah.
true.
Yeah. I'm learning now that I see the human talk about death so much. Maybe humans aren't as chill with it. Maybe they won't
Maybe
forgive
people
me.
don't like dying. How
It's less
strange.
like, oh, I don't want to die, so I don't want to cause other people to die. You go, oh, they're not cool with it like I am. I don't think I should do that to them anymore.
Excellent.
Their friends and loved ones seems to negatively impact the people's opinion of the Rat King.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with yes as well because I have never yet used my capabilities to actually get past someone, and getting past a knight was a big risk.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of just got out of dodge. Well, not intended, weirdly enough. Okay. Mark 1 XP. I think all of you answered yes for that. Did anyone level up? I think someone did.
I'm one away.
Oh.
It's 5
5 to level
because
up.
I'm one away too.
Didn't Jordan? Did you mark 1 XP when you got a 6- in this session?
I did.
Okay. You started with 1 XP and then got 3.
I started with 2, and then got 2 more.
You started with 2. You got 1 from the 6-.
Uh-huh.
But you didn't grapple with your backstory. You're right.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're
I
all
said I
one
don't
away.
think
We're all
I
one
ever
away.
rolled
Okay.
anything.
Then next session we're likely to level up. Feel free to eye
In the
those
middle
out.
of the session.
You can
I'm
totally do it
2
in the middle of
away.
the session if you're 2 away. It again, most XP happens as you're seeing at the end of a session. Depends how often rolls are. Depends how long fights are. You haven't yet fought anything that's like full on death, like to the death, basically, and so that's where a lot of dangerous rolls can happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think I figured out my level up. I'm very excited to acquire Peaceful Visage.
excellent.
Just the cleric one where no one
The
attacks
cleric
me
one.
unprovoked.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to mechanically reinforce my presence.
yeah. No, it's perfect. I love it. And there's some text below it explaining that directly unprovoked is pretty specific, but still powerful.
I'm not gonna stop cutting down anyone who insults me too drastically. So
Yeah.
it's more of the opening volley of not attack first that
Yeah.
I'm going for.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless they've seen you fight. That it might not be too small a pool.
Or have a score to settle.
Yeah, there's some caveats. It's very powerful, but doesn't work against everyone. But yeah, it's for the cleric. It's meant to be assuming they're like the peaceful, like you wouldn't begrudge an old man his walking stick kind of thing. But
Yeah, no, I see what you're doing. I want to take it as I'm the king of the rats.
Yeah.
Do not cross
Nobility
me.
emanates from me.
yeah, excellent. You have a rat choir following in your footsteps.
Just 6 rats screaming.
Okay.
Rats screaming.
We'll be back next week, probably. We haven't talked about availability, but presumably we'll be back next week
I think so.
with more Dungeon World 2. Thank you, everyone, for
Yeah.
watching.